This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. What you gonna do? I'm gonna rock you. What you gonna do? I'm gonna rock you. What you gonna do? I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. Oh, I'm dangerous.
Hello, BodySlams podcast viewers, and welcome to Breakfast and BodySlams. We have a show for you, and as you see sitting next to me, that you haven't seen in some time here. He was on hiatus. He appeared on one of our season 2 shows, but he's back by popular demand, Mr. T. Reyes.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
At the top of the show, you got to see going by us showing the schedule of all the Devereaux Sports podcast team members. Unfortunately, we tried to be streaming through the Devereaux page today, but we upgraded the system. We can now we're streaming into multiple other pages too as well. So look forward to us to be streaming on a lot more platforms little by little. It'll be added on. We have a show for you today. Not only will we be discussing the Elimination Chamber that happened yesterday, that happened all the way in Saudi Arabia, but we also have a very special guest on today, and that is none other than Awesome Kong. That's right. When will she appear? You're just gonna have to stick around and find out. Will we bring her on right away? Maybe in the middle of the show, maybe towards the end. Like I said, you just have to stick around to find out when she will be on. I want to give a shout out to our affiliates out there, the two Daves over at the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, Dave Keener and DB Richards. Also, as well as the guys at the Tornado Tag Podcast, Anthony, Brian, and well as Andy Header. Backstabbers Wrestling Podcast, all the way from Puerto Rico, Conversación de Lucha Libre, as well as Bob Culture Wrestling Podcast. I see we got the chat room starting to fly open right away. But without any further ado, let me bring on my other co-analysts, right? We're analysts.
Analysts.
Yeah, we are analysts. So anyway, let's bring in the better Bernard, the Saint Bernard. He's Mikey.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What up?
What's up? It's going to be an awesome show. It's going to be a great show, everyone.
Yes, most definitely. And also the man that made this very special day happen. He's that guy, T, that when you talk about him, he is well known around the wrestling world. Even if you never met the guy in person, you know his name. It's like when you want something and you come to me, I'm like, I got a guy. I know a guy. He's that guy. Yeah, he's that guy. And it's a real steal. It's like it fell off the back of the truck. And don't ask any questions. Just forget about it. All right. He's that Image guy. He's that Italian hero. He is Joey Image.
Good morning.
Joseph.
How are you?
Joseph. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Am I using your government name again? Joseph.
That's okay.
Because you're that guy.
It was a very Italian intro. I appreciated that.
Yeah, I know. Like
I fell off a truck once.
Was it during Ring Crew?
God, yes, actually.
Like I said, we got people in the chat room already. We got Brian Roth. checking in. He's the first person here. Congratulations. Thank you,
that's
Brian, for reaching out.
That's my buddy Brian.
He's
Hey,
chiming in.
Flex, what's up, brother?
Yeah, definitely. Flex, he's checking us out on Facebook. My boy Alan over on Twitch.
What's up, Alan?
So yeah, we got a bunch of things going on. So far, it's slowly but surely filling up. But you like that little halo around my head?
Yeah, what a mistake.
Yeah. I know it's a mistake. It should be horns, But the whole green screen stuff, my lighting is
Horrors.
My halo.
Should be whores?
Yeah, well, horns. Well,
I
well,
thought you said
if
whore.
you, well, I was gonna say if you want that version, then I have to change the background back to the strip club I had the other week.
Hey,
So-
Gio, if you get a second, hop in the Facebook chat.
But
sent you a
I
message.
do support single mothers. So, and what was that? You
Support
jumped into
single
the
mothers.
chat. Denny, Papa Reaper, thanks for reaching out to him during the pandemic back home. Yes, Papa Reaper, he was in how I say, he was in therapy, getting his workout on, but hopefully he's back up and running around doing his thing. The only way he knows how to do. And T,
What up?
now our man, where'd Joey? Joey,
He
are you
said
still
he'll be
there?
right back.
Oh, he's gonna be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
I had to go turn the heat off in the house. It's
Oh, that's
freaking,
cool.
It's oven in here.
Our man T says he knows you.
Okay. Well, here I am.
Yeah, like really?
Yeah,
No. I know him from. I followed him on Twitter.
Oh, man, I don't even know.
You
There's
are
many
very
people on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. There's
Joe,
I have like 7,200 followers on Twitter. I don't know who half of them are.
I don't expect him to know me.
Hey.
He's just putting me on the spot because
See-
he's the douche.
well. See what I was getting out. He knows you from Twitter, but
Right.
Joe, back how we talked about when you were with Camp IWF and you went down to Reading to the IWA shows.
Oh my God, yeah, I forgot all about that.
T
That was
Actually-
Terry and Rapid Fire Maldonado were running
Yeah.
them back and run shows. Back then.
T was a student of the crew school ran by Rapid Fire back down.
Oh
there.
wow, so we may
Yeah.
have met in like 2000 or something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's amazing. 2001.
Yeah,
Oh my
But,
God, Sal's here too. What's up, buddy?
not much, man. Chilling. Happy to be back here after my 90-day suspension.
Oh man.
I have to get my promos approved now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we all his stuff he does, we gotta send it through the human resources department. Mikey, you're in charge of human resource. We're gonna send up
Oh, well,
We're
then
gonna
everything's approved to you.
everything's up to you.
Mikey's Human Resources. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, it's better than having Pat as human resources.
By the way, I got my breakfast right here for breakfast and body slams.
I had my coffee, but I drank like 2-3
Oh,
cups of
okay.
coffee.
Gummy worms.
So,
There
Yeah.
I got
I
my,
bought these. I bought these yesterday for my wife because she likes them, and they sat there all night. And she ain't here right now; she's at work. So sorry, babe.
you go.
Yes, Rapid Fire
It's your
Maldonado, bro. Even Flex
Yep.
was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
That was Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, Raph, he was awesome. I remember working in IWF with him and Allison Danger for a while. They were great.
All right, gentlemen. They had 7 matches on the main card of Elimination Chamber, but they had a pre-show match, which I was actually amused by. It was Rey Mysterio taking on The Miz. And
I'm surprised they're pushing Dominic the way they are.
Wait, I may have missed this match. I don't remember this.
Well,
Even, because he did have involvement in that match.
well, because the thing it was on the pre-show, so if you just
Oh, I
tuned
didn't
in
see
at
the
noon,
pre-show. Yeah.
yeah. So if you
No.
tuned
I
in
didn't
at
even.
noon,
I didn't even tune in. I didn't watch it till 6 o'clock at night. I went to a friend's house to watch it. We just saw the replay. I didn't even know
Yeah.
there was a pre-show.
yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
so,
time was the pre-show?
started at 11, and they only had that one. They only had that.
Why
one
do they
pre-show
not
match.
advertise this stuff? Like, even for the regular monthly shows, they say like, oh, starting at whatever 8 o'clock, and then you find out later, oh, there was a pre-show at 7. Why didn't they say that? Just say starting at 7.
Yeah.
Who's running that? Pat Bernard? Well, just say what time the show starts, not what time you actually go live. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Come on, man.
Yeah. But yeah, like slowly but surely throughout the months, we all here all thought we were gonna see a Dominic turn. Sorry guys, I had to switch the background. That Halo stuff was bothering me, so it looks like the sky
But
behind
you're an
me.
angel. You're my
Yeah,
angel.
I know. Yeah, that whole Halo stuff was bothering me. So, but yeah, the whole time throughout this time, we all thought Dominic was gonna do the split from his dad by now. Especially we were talking about it during the Rumble.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So it to me it looked like they probably had the idea, but they scratched it because now it's looked like they're back on the same page and this and that.
Yeah.
And during the match, Dominic Miz pulled a fast one and had Dominic ejected. So and then Miz thought he was gonna hit that what the hell is his move called again?
The skull crushing finale.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because people have so many different names for the same move. I start to get a little bit of confused of what each move is called sometimes. I just hope a clothesline stays a clothesline, whether it's a lariat or whatnot. But yeah,
it's like Roman Reigns doing the Samoan drop. When Ronda Rousey does it, it is called the Piper's Pit.
yeah.
It's the same move.
So Mysterio ended up countering it. And
I didn't see that.
Well, he countered it, ended up getting a nice roll up, got the 3 count, and then Dominic came back in, and they ended up hitting Miz with the double 619, and they both hit their own frog splashes on him at the end of the match. But that was just a kickoff show, just to start off. The fans were happy. They were hot and heavy over there. I could not tell. This is just me. I could not tell if they were pumping in the crowd audio or not, because from time to time when you're watching SmackDown Raw and stuff, you hear those extra crowd noises.
I thought they were doing that for the Goldberg match, but then they showed the crowd and there were people actually doing the Goldberg chant.
Yeah, because the thing is, like when you look at the crowd but they look dead silent and you hear this crowd noise, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, or sometimes it seemed like they start to plug it in right before they put the camera on the crowd.
Yes, Flex, it was in Saudi Arabia, but the crowd was hot and heavy. So, and then we jump into the main part of the card. I was a little bit surprised how they started.
They started with the women's.
No, it was Roman Reigns versus
the
Goldberg.
title match. Yeah, the title match.
Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised though too. At the same time, I thought they were going to start off with, but this match actually surprised me. I thought it was going to go more towards in Goldberg's favor, even though I seen Roman Reigns going over. I pictured this, but I didn't think he was going to choke him out. I thought it was going to be some, how we say, Mikey, some hooker crook type thing where he gets either count out, disqualified, or something like that. I didn't think they were going to let Goldberg tap out like that so easily. T.
We didn't tap out. He got choked out.
Well, yeah, tap, choke.
I actually
pass
thought
out.
It was going to end on a Roman Reigns spear at the end. That's what I thought. I thought somehow he's going to counter.
Like spear versus spear, right?
Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen. But
yeah, I like when two talents do the same move, and if they're going on the fly out there, the one thing I would hate is for like if they're going for a spear together, I do not want to see them hit heads. And speaking of heads, we will get into something that happened later on in the card.
It would have been dope if they would have went for the spear and like one went over the other at the same time.
Almost like
That would have been
two-
cool. That would have been like
almost
two
like-
planes missing each
Yeah.
other.
passing in the night. Yeah.
They never touched. They just,
That should be
you know,
funny.
Yeah.
one has a little bit more hops than the other, and like, oh,
A nice midair collision.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to bring up one really quick thing that a lot of people mentioned on Twitter, and somebody said it last night where I was watching the show, that people were like, I can't believe that they did SmackDown Friday and everyone flew to Saudi Arabia and they were all there in time. Guys, SmackDown was taped, okay?
Yes.
That's why the spoilers were available earlier in
Yeah,
the week.
Exactly. Like,
Come
you already
on,
knew-
man. Are
You
people
already knew
kidding
that
me?
Sami Zayn was winning the match because they spoiled it ahead of time.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
I
Brian
thought wrestling
made
fans were smart.
Brian on YouTube. He made a good point about Goldberg. He was a guy who barely ever lost, and now he's constantly losing.
But that was WCW. He ain't in WCW no more.
Yeah.
So Vince McMahon's
Yeah,
like,
and
fuck
then
that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And then on top of that, it's like when as we see, the older talent is giving back to the younger talent, putting them over.
Yeah.
So it all it's doing, it's legitimizing Roman Reigns right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
when-
was
when
as not as old as I don't know what the word is, as infrequently as Goldberg wrestles nowadays. That's still a big deal that Reigns went over. Flex, no, SmackDown's usually live, but they taped it last week to air this past Friday because they were going to be in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Saudi Arabia, whatever it is.
yeah. So
Lawrence
what
of
was your
Arabia.
what was your take on this match? How many stars would you give this match?
Who, me?
Damn, we going there.
Anybody?
Hmm.
Out of what, 5?
You could be 5,
I'd say
10, whatever.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5.
Three out-
That's
three-
what
three
I
out
was
of
gonna
five.
say. 3 out
Yeah.
of 5.
I feel like 2 is too little and 4 is way too much.
Yep.
See, 2. He's going with 2. Ah, man, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to agree with T on this one too. I thought the hype wasn't there for me. Because
No.
because Goldberg just came back like what 2 weeks ago or
Couple
something
weeks
like
ago, yeah,
that.
it was a couple
Yeah,
weeks
and then there was no real build up, and then
No.
and like I said, I thought Goldberg would be at least more dominating in this
Isn't
make
he
it
already?
to
I
have
mean,
it.
haven't they mentioned already that he's only contracted for 1 match a year or something like that? 1 or 2 matches a year. So
Yeah,
I
but
figured.
he was also saying that it's probably his last match.
I figured the fact that information is out there meant he's not winning,
There is a
because
rumor.
they're not going to pay him extra to do every week of Raw.
There is a rumor that that he might possibly sign for a certain stipulation, but I don't want to air yeah I don't want to air it out right now on air unless it's legit.
Him and Stone Cold Steve Austin in a hair
hate-
versus hair match.
yes what little strands are left.
Well, they can shave their face or their balls.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they can there, but who knows?
All right. Then after that, coming up, you had the women's elimination chamber for the Raw Women's Championship. And we got to see Bianca Belair take on Alexa Bliss, Doudrop, Liv Morgan, Nikki ASH, and Rhea Ripley, gentlemen. Going into this, I was so behind Rhea Ripley, but then with the return of Alexa Bliss, the way booking is and this and that behind the scenes, with her big return to the ring, I was pretty much definitely sure Alexa would have went over hands down in this match.
Yeah, that's exactly because I'm thinking she just came back. There's no way. I mean, but then she did get some elimination, so it kind of made sense that she didn't go all the way over. I guess, 1 or 2 eliminations, and then, we'll set I guess whatever they're going to do later, but we'll see.
Yeah. But like I said, I was a huge Rhea fan, but with the way between Alexa and the
Hey,
way
Rhea
they've been
Ripley was
pushing.
on this podcast once for like 3 seconds.
Yes,
Yeah.
she made the cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then also with the same way they've been pushing Liv Morgan, she was right there to get a strong pick for me as well. And T
Bianca.
Who
Yeah. Who you think was gonna win, man? It was gonna be her.
Well, it could have went anybody, but you just straighten the hands up picking Bianca. Is it because she won, or is it just because that?
Because she's favorite. Like,
Well, there honestly with the women's division, favoritism can go any direction right now.
That's true.
Because here's the thing though, in the men's, they shine more on certain guys. You know, it even though it's a wider perspective, the women are hands down. You know, like I said, the return of Alexa,
Right.
for one, two, the whole push that they were doing with Liv, and then also let's not forget about Doudrop. You know, with her change in her personality and stuff like that, being a badass that she is.
Here's my problem with Doudrop, and she is a good worker. She's powerful. We've seen her in NXT UK, but she's not connecting with the fans as either or heel or baby. Like she
Correct.
might do a gesture or two, but she's not. I mean, we all know. Okay, if you're going to be a baby face, you want them to cheer and get on your side. If you're going to be heel, you want to draw that heat. You want them to despise you. So I don't see her doing either.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah, she doesn't seem to really get that crowd connection either way.
No.
Well, like I said, it all depends on what type of fan you are, and what does the certain character of that gimmick of whichever superstar is, and those vibes, what they're giving out to you, what your perception is of what you like. So we got Brian chiming in again. Brian got destroyed. Bianca got destroyed. Sorry, Brian, you didn't get destroyed. You're on YouTube. And embarrassed by Becky. She wins a match with 6 women. That doesn't mean she can win a one-on-one match. Thank you, Brian, for.
But I also think that she is. If this is definitely the match. This is probably Bianca's retribution right here and redemption. And getting to go over and becoming the champ again.
Yeah, you never know.
Bingo. It's come full circle from the beginning, from when she lost the belt.
That's what I got from when she won.
Because you're talking about that whole return when Nikki came and just like took it from her just like that. I could see that point too as well. I could see that most definitely.
You know, ever since that happened, they wanted the match. So, and the match did happen, but it wasn't on our terms, as in fans was, you know.
Our man Flex chiming in. If she isn't getting heat or a pop, it means they are not putting her in the ring with the right matchup. That's true. Sometimes, you know, with the women division, since it's not as many as the men, you are limited to who you can put them in, and sometimes people don't want to see the constant same matches constantly go over and over and over again. So it becomes still a little bit. Another women's match we got to see on this was the tag team match between Rowdy Ronda Rousey and Naomi taking on Charlotte Flair and the suit, her jacket, but she wasn't wearing it this night, Miss Sonya Deville. Gentlemen, what's your take on this one?
With the stipulation of Ronda Rousey having to fight with one hand tied.
Time behind her back, yeah.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
I thought it was a lot of fun.
It wasn't like, you know, catch as catch can wrestling, but it was a fun match.
Yep.
You know, with the stip, and she did her thing. Honestly, she did.
Yeah, it when you're saying it was fun because it's showing that she can still do stuff as that being part of the handicap of having one arm.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like that she healed right away as soon as she came out, and once the thing got started, a couple seconds later she pulled off the thing.
are you talking about Sonya?
Sonya Deville, yeah.
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 So like she can still go in the ring. She's just, I mean, is she injured or hurt or whatever? Like, I don't know why she was doing the out of the ring thing. I haven't watched, regularly in a while. But but she's a Jersey girl, so I always kind of support her.
Of course you do. It's a Jersey thing for you.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, you're so biased. I swear to God, with all these Jersey, what are we gonna do with you, Joe? I swear to God.
You can't take you can take the guy out of Jersey, but you can't take the Jersey out of the guy. Actually, I'm still in Jersey, so I don't know what that means anyway. That doesn't really
I was gonna say,
apply
are
to
we
me.
in Jersey?
Yeah, that doesn't apply to me anyway.
Hands down, I thought, this is just me thinking out the box. Of course, the fans there. We got the whole return of Rousey. Of course, logically, they're going to put her over in the match. But with Deville being in there and it being a tag match, me personally, I was thinking it would lead along the line of Naomi, which I think they're going to continue this a little feud between Naomi and Deville, and maybe we might see a matchup during the 2-night WrestleMania.
Definitely, that's definitely happening.
Yeah, it's happening. Naomi's gonna get her retribution on Deville. That's basically the stage. You know what I mean? That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, and did you catch that little tease at the end of Charlotte about to get in, and then she just like step back out, like okay, did this matchup between Charlotte and Ronda, it's gonna be epic because Ronda got to show what she did in the past, and some people were disappointed, but then again, she also surprised a lot of us at the same time of what skill set that she did have learned when she was here. Now, I believe recently she had a baby, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
So now back to training, signed back again with WWE, and for them to pair her up with Charlotte Flair is a huge plus because sometimes you need that ring general in there to help. I'm not gonna say she's gonna carry, but with someone like Charlotte being in there against Ronda, it's definitely gonna be worth the wait to see this match, because with Ronda's skill set, with the whole MMA background, and for the years of experience that Charlotte has, between not just training with a lot of talent, but she had her father in her corner, then her fiance helping her train. And when you watch some of her matches, you see some of
Andrade
in some of the stuff that she does, like the backflip off the top rope where she does a double flip. She's been doing the whole kick where she misses and comes back with the back elbow. So you see a lot of his influence into her training as well. So it's like he's gone, but he's not gone at the same time from I'm gonna say the Fed, because I grew up calling it the Fed. So but yeah, that definitely was an entertaining matchup between that tag match between these four ladies. And up next after that, when at the top of the show we mentioned about something about head, there was a little accident that happened during this match, but this competitor, he manned up and he kept going on. It was Madcap Moss taking on Drew McIntyre, gentlemen.
That guy, holy crap, dude. I've broken my neck before, so when I saw that spot, I'm like, Jesus Christmas, that guy ain't getting back up. And he got back up and finished it.
And you see on the replay when they showed his face, his reaction when he hit, I was like, Yeah, I feel
I'm
you,
not even
brother.
sure it was just a reaction. I think it was just the way his face just got mushed, just the way the impact.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
I literally got scared there. I'm like, I'm thinking, oh my god, did he break his neck? I'm like, it was legit general concern because
Yeah.
we don't ever want to see something like this happen to anybody.
I'm gonna let you know right now. If it wasn't for as jacked as he is, he would be in a bad place.
Yeah, and
Yeah, you would.
I seen people comment is like, yo, that's why the whole neck workouts is a must. Just I'm like, I hope he got. I know he did get checked out thoroughly afterwards, because hands down, with the money that they're investing in their talent, they're not going to take any chances for him to sit on the sideline. They want to make sure he's definitely okay, get whatever treatment he needs. But Madcap, hands down, look, besides the cornball gimmick that I don't care for too much, this and that.
Yeah,
we all seen time and time again when he is in the ring doing this thing, the dude can work. He can work his ass off. He has a night. He has the size that they like because they like big guys there. Throughout history.
I liked him better. Well, I'm not a big fan now either. This gimmick, but he was better in NXT before he was doing this.
Yeah. So, but like I said, after that, I can guarantee after that they're them showing the replay of him landing on his head and then him still completing the whole match almost like it was nothing. I can see him getting a push soon.
Yeah.
Question is, my question is, are they going to break him from Corbin though?
I think eventually.
I hope so.
I think so.
Yeah, and trust me,
push. Yeah.
I like Corbin as well, but the whole Happy Corbin thing, yeah, I know it's a gimmick. They're getting it over. Whoever the writer is that came up with it, with creators, that's great. They did the gimmick where he was down on his luck, and then he got his money back, but they didn't have to go with the whole Happy Corbin thing. They could have just still called him the way it is and just been an arrogant prick, on screen. Same thing with Madcap. They could have brought him in. He didn't have to. He could have been his buddy. But this match though, Sheamus, he puts his work in with Madcap, and for Madcap to be in there with someone with Sheamus. I mean, not Sheamus. My bad, Drew.
What were you watching?
I know. What was I watching? I'm sorry. I don't know why I said Sheamus. I botched. Botchamania. There we go. All right. I'm going to end up on Botchamania now. But yeah, with McIntyre, hands down, when you got someone as talented as McIntyre out there with someone with Madcap, it's just showing them guys in the office, not just what they visualize and what they invested into him to sign and be on the show. Now, between him and Drew, it just stepped up his game. It stepped up his value to the company, I believe.
Well, he was gonna be pushed beyond the moon because him and Bianca at the NXT, they were the top male and female athletes. They just didn't know how to push them. They tried multiple tag teams in NXT. None of them really took off. And now they found a spot for him after that whole 24/7 shabagle that he was doing.
To answer Brian's question down here, what we're saying is, the gimmick it's corny, but as we're saying, Madcap is still a good worker. He puts on a hell of a match, whoever he's in the ring with.
Most definitely. And continue on with this pay-per-view. We got to see the Raw Women's Championship as Becky Lynch defended it against none other than Hall of Famer Lita. T, I know you had some insight when you were.
She was a little gassed in the beginning of the match. It was funny, but then again, it was his first singles match back. We're talking about Lita's.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like when you're an older talent and you are not in the ring as much as you used to be, you're definitely gonna our mindset is we can still go, but our physical aspects is like
hold on, let me grab this bottom rope.
yeah, let me hold on, let me roll out, let me take a breather. Woo! But I like the fact that they showed that highlight video in the beginning of the show, or where they were showing Lita training.
Right.
They were going over some counters of whatever other moves. And we got to see a lot of counters from Lita that you not normally would see at all, so definitely she expanded her repertoire of skills in the ring. Joe,
Yeah, I thought it was a good match. They tore it down.
Yes, sir.
what did you think of as Lita being the older vet coming back in for
There were a lot of. I'm surprised how many pops there were for Lita out there. There was a lot of. There was a lot of the crowd. There was that big Saudi Arabia loves Lita sign they kept showing with the big heart on it. I thought it was pretty good. Um, I never really liked Lita's moonsault, but other than that, I think it's
and
weird because like I like a moonsault with height. She doesn't get no height. She just goes straight back.
yeah,
You know
and
what I
then
mean? It always looks
Right.
weird to me.
and then you see how she was doing her Huna Karanas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can still somewhat hit it, not like she used to, but
Yeah.
it was there. It was
But
there,
I liked seeing her out there. It was a fun little match to watch. I dug it, and I'm gonna probably watch that show again later this
I
afternoon.
I actually agree with Brian here that she should have had some warm up matches, maybe like on Raw with some other talent, whatever.
I guess
Just
Right.
storyline wise, maybe, but as far as just physically, I mean, she's been training supposedly at the Performance Center for a couple of weeks just
yeah,
to kind of get in the swing of things. But I guess storyline wise, for the reason for her having a title shot was just that she was Becky Lynch's idol growing up or whatever, and that's who influenced her. So she
Right.
thought like, oh, this legend now wants to wrestle me. I'm going to give her a shot.
yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
like
I
old
kind of dug
lion
that.
versus young lion.
Yeah,
Yeah, Becky was golden on this whole little promo to build up the match.
yeah.
I think she did phenomenal trying to build this match up with the whole like, woe is me, and
Yeah.
I don't want to fight you.
Yeah.
It was great.
She's awesome. She's great, man. Becky
Yeah.
Lynch. She's
Yeah,
doing
she
some real
is.
good stuff.
Yeah, she is.
There comes a time where um when a lot of people describe great workers and stuff, yeah, they might be great in one aspect, but there's sometimes where their promo skills overshadow their in-ring workability.
Right.
Sometimes people just want to hear certain people just talk, and Becky has been stepping up her promo skills a lot.
Yes, she
Don't get me wrong, she's a fantastic worker.
You
But
you know how her and I mean everyone knows her and Seth Rollins are married or whatever, but so he wears all this crazy like outlandish fucking obnoxious stuff.
Yeah.
And like she did some interview on YouTube saying that was her idea for him to wear crap like that, and that she's gonna start wearing some stuff like that too. So last night or yesterday, she had those obnoxious sunglasses that were bigger than her face. That was the funniest. As soon as she came out, I was like, "That is the funniest goddamn thing." Those sunglasses were like they were covered like her eyes and her nose, like you can only see like her mouth and her hair. It was so fucking funny. I mean, so freaking funny, dude.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now we're gonna jump into the longest, hard-hitting match of the night. They were literally beating the hell out of each other. This match went on for like 40 minutes. Then again, I'm just sitting here lying to myself. It was the Usos went to defend their SmackDown Tag Team Championships against the
Yeah.
Viking Raiders, which that match didn't
even happen.
didn't even start from the door. They hands down just started attacking them. Beat the hell out of them outside the ring.
Beat the daylights out of them.
Yeah, I'm like I can't even describe it really. But what was I saying in the past though, guys? Can anybody remember what I was saying about the Viking Raiders?
No.
No.
Well, besides you, no.
I like
Mikey,
those guys. I mean, I like them
wasn't
as War
I
Machine
saying-
ROH. Better.
But wasn't I saying it would make logical sense, and I can see it happening right now, of we get some matches or whatever, something like along the line of Viking Raiders joining up with Brock Lesnar, because you know the whole Viking thing going on, and Brock with his hair, and now
What?
they're here working with the Usos, and the Usos is part of the bloodline.
Yeah.
You know, a nice 6-man tag right here. And I've been calling this for the longest, saying that Viking Raiders should be aligned with Brock Lesnar.
This would be a good time to do
Just
it.
the fact of what's going on between Roman.
Well, obviously, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, with Roman and the Usos and the whole bloodline thing.
Yep.
I think this will be a nice story right here to build off of, between like Brock having his own clique, his own group of warriors or whatever. T looks like he's saying so. He's ready to say something.
Don't give Tio the pencil ever.
Don't give me the pencil. Wow.
Oh my Lord.
Who do you think I am? The gobbler?
Something they would do right
Yeah,
before
That's
Mania?
exactly something they would do.
I could see this happening. I could see this working out.
Hey, look, if they do this match, I know first thing you're probably going to blame Chio for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. You might as well just say congratulations when they do it, because if I'm calling it and they do it and they run with a program, if they run with a program with Brock and the Viking Raiders against the Bloodline, you know.
I don't know about program, but you'll get the match. You'll get the match because it makes sense. You know what I mean? If Brock's willing to do a
Yes.
match on TV, remember they have no more pay-per-views till WrestleMania now.
Yeah, but it can
That's why they're
continue.
gonna do- that's what
It
they'll
can
do. It makes
continue.
sense.
It can continue after the pay-per-view as well.
No, bro.
Viking Raiders take the tag team
Yeah.
titles from the Usos at Mania.
Listen, you know what happens?
Brock
at,
unify.
you know what happens at Mania? Everything resets afterwards. Brand new season. All storylines are squashed. We start brand new.
He's gonna do the whole draft. That's
I don't
what
know,
it
because
is.
They have that pay-per-view after that. What is it?
The backlash. The
Yeah,
backlash. That's
but they call what? Backlash WrestleMania.
yeah, it is. It's
WrestleMania
backlash.
Rewind or whatever, or something
It's
like.
WWE
Wait,
backlash with
wait,
WrestleMania in front of
But
it.
don't they do that stuff like on like Monday night and SmackDown right after WrestleMania? This is a WrestleMania rematch.
Yeah, that too. Yes, they do.
But also that Monday night.
Those are like on Raw too.
That Monday night's full of debuts as well. Or,
Yeah.
Or people come back.
Yeah. But
So,
this whole WrestleMania conversation will continue when we do our Thursday night show, when we have Jimmy Corderas. I'm sorry, I'm tongue tied here.
Jesus Christ, Corderas, come on, man.
Thank you. As we will have
James-
him on.
James Corderas, the May
There
30
you
man. Whatever I just said. I said May, so yeah.
No.
If he's gonna be on a May, we already missed May.
I know. Yeah. March, I believe it's March 31st is our
31st, yeah.
our Thursday night show that he's gonna appear on.
Yeah,
I believe that's the date, March 31st.
yeah.
It's the last Thursday in March, right before right before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He will
Oh,
be
it's
on
that.
with us.
Oh, that's right. It's that weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Because Friday night they're doing the SmackDown and the Hall of Fame, and then you got the 2 night of Mania.
Yeah.
So how's that gonna work? It's gonna be like the draft between matches. People gonna like we induct so and so into the Hall of Fame.
And then they have a match.
Oh, yeah. I can see you can see
Undertaker's
that
being
happening.
inducted, and
Yeah.
and then what? He's gonna have a match.
No, not a
All
match,
right,
but,
so-
you know, he'll
and-
choke slam somebody.
I was gonna say, yeah. Have a,
Other than Kane, who's going to induct the Undertaker?
You know,
Brian Lee.
Who could?
They had 4 people.
Brian
that-
Lee dressed up as the fake Undertaker.
Yes.
No, excuse me. They have 5 people in mind. They got Mankind, Kane,
Wait, where'd you hear this?
Shawn Michaels, Triple H, or Vince. Those
Oh,
are the
Vince
5
McMahon gets
possible.
it. Who said that? Where was that reported?
Yeah, I don't know where he's seen.
No,
that
no,
at.
no. It's just what people want.
What
the
people?
top
I didn't hear
5.
any of this. It's not going to be Vince McMahon. He doesn't even want his
Vince
name
McMahon.
mentioned on the Hall of Fame
I-
show. He's not going to
I
show up
see
on
it going to
camera.
be 1 or 2 guys. It's either going to be Kane or Brian Lee, hands down. That's
They're
all
not
I'm
gonna get
going with.
Brian Lee.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I don't-
say, yeah,
even though
Kane,
Foley-
Glenn Jacobs.
even though
I can tell you who it's not
going
going to be. It's not going to be like The Miz or like Sasha
No,
Banks
no,
or Paul
no,
Bearer.
definitely not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew
It's
somebody
gonna be
else.
someone
Paul
close.
Bearer.
Well,
Won't be
Paul
Paul
was
Bearer.
live. It'll be definitely him.
Well, obviously, that's why
It's
not
going to be
gonna
someone who's close to him.
Yeah,
That-
Randy Orton.
those are the top.
Hey, wait, what about his wife? His wife
Yeah,
worked how
Michelle
many
Nicole.
years?
Oh well, yeah,
You know?
that would be number 6.
But I don't think she would do it. I don't think they would put her in there. They put someone that had more of an effect on his career. Or they have his ex-wife, Sarah. What about her?
Ugh.
I swear on everything. They
Could you
say
imagine?
Kid Rock.
Oh,
Joe,
God.
stop. Joe, stop already right there. Just stop.
because they let him use
Brother
a
Love.
song.
Come on, Pat.
I can see Brother Love. I can see Brother Love because he
that would
brought him
be-
out.
Okay,
Yeah,
that would be
that's
kind of
true.
cool. Okay,
That's
that
a
would be
number
kinda
7
cool.
there.
Yeah,
Teddy
I can see
DiBiase.
Brother.
Ted
honestly-
DiBiase could do it.
I can honestly just as the gimmick or whatever. But yeah, let's just keep the show rolling because we definitely have someone special to join us shortly. And we go on to the main event of the Elimination Chamber. It's the men's Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. The champion, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Riddle, and Seth freaking Rollins. There's all your competitors for this match. Gentlemen, before they locked that door, who was your pick, honestly, for this match?
Brock, all the way.
Yeah, Lesnar, same thing.
that whole stick to get Bobby out, without like making him look weak.
Yeah.
Well,
I said before the door is locked, though.
But
We're talking about when he.
Lesnar.
I mean,
Yeah. We're
Right.
all gonna say Lesnar. It's all the it's what they're been building up to anyway. The whole champion versus champion. I kind of knew that they were gonna have the 4 smaller guys in there doing their thing.
I love that
here's-
Austin Theory was in there with Lesnar. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I was kind
guy
of
is
happy.
great, man. That
I
kid
was
is
happy that
great.
he was one of the last 2 in there.
Yeah.
Like hands
Yep.
down. I was like, yeah, he's gonna be in.
I love watching Austin Theory work.
It was
man.
funny when he
Yeah.
was running from him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
When Theory was running.
For a hot second, I'm like, oh, he's gonna make this man climb all the way up top.
Yeah.
Did you see the height he got, dude?
Yes.
Speaking of all the way up on top, you see the height he got off of because however tall those pods are, Brock is what 7'17" or 8
Yeah.
12 or something. Jesus Christ,
But
man.
Like
when you notice he didn't come down flat
6'3",
like he would do
6'4".
the F5 in the ring. He
Yeah.
came down feet first, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safety reasons. You have to,
Right.
regardless.
Man,
He could have broken an ankle. It could have happened, but then yet get dragged for the pin and call it a day. But but the way they took out to eliminate
I'm going to alert our
Lesnar
guest.
from the match to eliminate him from the match. How they're going with the whole concussion route. So they ended up.
You mean Lashley?
Yes, when after he was
was-
knocked down and they took him out.
He got hurt at the Rumble.
No, I mean in the chamber.
No, I know, but he got hurt at the Rumble.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to have surgery. Supposedly, he was supposed to have surgery before yesterday, and he refused it or didn't want to do it or whatever. So they used yesterday to get him away from Mania because he can't be at Mania. He's not back for 4 to 6 months.
Okay. Yeah, hands down. And then when they showed a replay of when Brock did not want to wait to come out of his pod.
That was cool.
Yeah.
When
was awesome.
when you look at the replay, hands down, from the angle where he was in, not from that far angle where he's coming through, the hole if you notice, the hole was already, that circle was already in the pod. That he instead of all the kicking and stuff, he could have just climbed right out. That was like okay, that was kind of awkward. If for me, it was awkward because they were showing the other camera angles of not showing, but when they showed the replay, the hole in the pod was already there. I'm like, they could have just made the plexi there really weak. That way he can like smash right.
Legit.
Yeah, so that way he can smash right through it, whatever. But here, I'm like,
I gotta rewatch it because I don't remember that.
Dude, it's like you're in the fire department and you're trying to save people from a bird in the house, and you break the window to try to get through the window, but the front door is left open. You see what I'm saying here? That's what it was. It was kind of weird here.
Yo, I'm going to alert our guest, okay?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You got to keep that chat open, bro.
Oh, excuse me?
You got to keep that chat open. Not the Facebook one, the one that's next to the comments, so we could talk off air.
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure we're good to go. About 10 minutes, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so jumping back in that conversation there about but Brock came out, he was just going through, he was manhandling everybody.
Yeah.
You know,
I was like, here goes eliminations right now.
I thought at one point the four of them will try to gang up on them all at the same time. You know, like hey, it's only Brock in here. Lashley's not here. If anything, they would have had to deal with both of them. Let's the four of us jump him and try to take him out. But they didn't go that route. It was more or less he's dropping everybody left and right. Bam, bam.
Speaking of that Lashley injury, I know that was like a work or whatever to get him out of the thing because of his shoulder. But dude, did you see the way the plexiglass was like almost like bent and like between his legs, but like from his chest down? It almost looked like he was stuck behind, like pinned behind it, like a car accident almost.
Yeah, see, but that's the point I was getting to about the plexiglass. You see how easily it was done when they threw. Who got thrown into him? Was it Riddle? I can't remember. But one of them got thrown into the plexiglass.
I thought
it was
Brock
one of them.
threw Austin Theory into the plexi.
This is before Brock came out. Brock didn't even come out yet. One of them tossed
I don't know, because Brock
one of the others into the plexiglass, which smashed into Lashley. That's when he went down. If they made it that much easy for that side to go, they should have made it easy enough for Brock instead of putting that big hole in there. But we got to see Brock Lesnar go over. I can guarantee Monday night, hands down, they're gonna do the whole bitching and complaining. They're gonna come out MVP. You know, they're definitely gonna cut the promos. Hey, he didn't beat me. He did not beat Bobby Lashley. It was exactly. You know, whatever. ABC, XYZ reasons.
Who's he gonna come out with? Lashley's gone. Lashley's gone for injury. Who's MVP going to come out with?
No MVP. Probably just come out and run his mouth.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to come out with somebody. Otherwise, Brock will come out and kill him.
It's probably just going to be a backstage promo if he does, if anything.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It could be that too. But yeah. The fact of the matter, they're definitely going to jump and play light of that win, that victory was tainted by Brock. You know, it was tainted because What?
There's no way it's going to be a triple threat match if Bobby Lashley's out for 4 to 6 months.
Yeah. Well, he's missing
So-
WrestleMania.
So basically when you go back and look, you can say both of those matches that involved Lashley and Brock was tainted because Lashley being taken out.
Oh,
means
that's what
Brock
I was.
win.
Yeah.
And then
Reigns.
and then the other match when Reigns interfered with Brock and then Heyman gave him the belt, which cost Lashley to win. So it's almost like it all set and Brock was still the champion from then.
Yeah, but
Almost.
both of Brock's wins were tainted also because Reigns couldn't be there for the first one, so they gave him the Raw belt, and then last night
True.
Lashley, the champion, got hurt, so he won that belt. So both of his victories and both of his losses seem like there was always something fishy going on. I'm super interested in Mania, man. Like I
Well-
haven't been really interested in WrestleMania in a while. Like I watch every year just out of habit, but there hasn't been a lot of stuff that's like lighting my world on fire. But Lesnar and Reigns, I'm all ready to see that.
Yeah, especially it's title versus title. That's pretty cool.
I hope like the Karate Kid or the kid that stuck his tongue to the pole in Christmas Story. I hope one of them do a run in. I don't know where that came from.
Like what? Nah.
I don't know, dude.
As we are waiting for our guest to join us shortly.
You know what I wanted to say though? After Lesnar won, he was going back up the ramp. Lesnar is not the type of guy that I expect to like lean into the crowd with fans and take selfies with them.
Yes,
that was the weirdest thing to see Brock Lesnar do. I was like, what the hell?
I agree. I didn't know he
He's
was
out
that
here
fan-friendly.
I'm like, who are you?
He explained. Brock literally explained. I forget where it was. He explained that it's not that he's an a-hole to people. He just likes his alone time. He likes his privacy. That's all.
It was on the Pat McAfee podcast.
Yeah.
What he did the other day.
I didn't get to see it, but I read it. I was reading.
When McAfee was like, so a couple months ago, Seth Rollins had a fan run in and attack him. What if that happened to you? And Brock stands up and goes, I fucking dare a fan to try that with me. Dude, it was so funny. And no one's ever tried it with him either. It was hilarious. I fucking dare.
Would you try it, Joe?
Only if I had on a Breakfast and Body Slams t-shirt, because then I can get some publicity.
Yes.
I would run in front of the hard cam and do this first. Check us out on YouTube. Yeah. I get killed. But I would get killed supporting the call. My head would roll, 15 rows
You
back.
would be our martyr.
Yes. But you'd see you'd at least see the logo, and people go, "Oh, I wonder what that is. Look at that moron."
Yeah, exactly.
In Joey we trust.
Hey, there's a t-shirt idea for you.
There you go. Yes. Oh my God! Don't get me started. After this, I might have to start creating some shirts, some new ones.
Trust. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if we have some new ones coming out this year, everyone.
Yes. Don't be surprised if we don't either.
Yeah. Well. And if anybody want to support us, because a lot of when you buy shirts, all the extra income that goes into the offset account for on Spring, that money is used to keep the show running for our other platforms that we can stream on multiple platforms as well. So please, if you like our Breakfast and Body Slam shirt, this one here, we also have the original one that's out there, plus our Thursday Night Slam, our pop-up plate bomb, and a whole host of other merchandise as well. Plus, I believe Mikey has some designs he's working on. You might see a Better Bernard or Saint Bernard type shirt coming out.
How about remember that Invasion show where they had the shirt was like the poster was half Vince's face, half Shane's face? What if we do half Mike and half Pat's face together? And the top says like the Bernards, and it's like, like a postcard or like a Christmas card. Or something.
We ain't selling nothing then. We're going out of business. Pat's face on our merch, we're definitely going out of business.
We could do the whole front. We could do a whole front like an album cover, like instead of like the Carpenters or the Monkeys, the Beatles, the Bernards, and it's Mike and Pat's face, and then like they're wearing like different, like half and half of their whole bodies.
What's the one that the Beatles did? Was it what Abbey Road where they're crossing the street?
Yeah.
You just have all the Bernard brothers
Road?
and their dad.
Bernard Ave.
Yeah.
Bernard Road. It's just those two.
All right.
Mikey's like 3 miles behind.
All right, gentlemen, we're gonna get ready to switch over to our guest.
Do we have a guest? Has she joined us?
She's joining. I see her in the green room. We don't have her in yet, so
there's a green room. How can you never let me in the green room?
Well, because you'll eat up all the catering. That's why.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
No cannolis, no nothing, no anything.
I used to wrestle for WWC in Limerick, Pennsylvania. That was the only company I ever worked for that had catering. It was amazing. Anyway, sorry. You don't hear about that on indies very much.
All right, gentlemen, we're gonna bring this lovely young lady into the room.
I'm here.
Yes,
sorry. A different lovely young lady. I thought you meant me. I'm sorry.
So, Mikey T, you guys are gonna be more than able to say hi, and then we're gonna have to dip set you guys out of here. I know. Don't feel upset, T.
But T's live in studio. Where the hell's he gonna go?
Well, he's gonna go sit in my recliner over there.
Oh man, I wish I could sit in a recliner right now. Yeah, can go sit in my recliner.
I guess my 90-day suspension still has.
Yes. Your 90-day suspension.
It's still got about 40 minutes left on it.
Don't worry, we'll get it all cleared up.
All right, Joseph.
Yeah.
Would you conduct? We lost. We lost our guest. I don't see her in the green room right now. Something happened.
Well, she said her phone was low and she was plugging it in to charge, but she doesn't have a computer. Is she back?
Yeah, I see her back. She's back. I see her. All right. So, Joseph, would you kindly please do our introductions for our guests?
Okay, ladies and folks, ladies and gentlemen. Blind Neil's in the chat room. Hey, buddy, how are you? Love that guy. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, joining us from California, from Japan, from WWE, from TNA, from AEW. You guys know her as Awesome Kong or Amazing Kong or the Welfare Queen from Glow, Tamay Dawson. If you guys seen that show, I still gotta watch the last season. Anyway, Awesome Kong is here with us, guys. Let's welcome her in.
Welcome.
Hey,
good evening. Or good morning.
There it is. Good morning.
To you, it's afternoon to us.
Yeah, it's morning over here. I stayed up all night just so I would miss this.
You're insane.
So Joseph has not sent you a Joey Image alarm clock or roosters to wake you up.
No, he did not. Nothing.
Joe.
Not even like a good morning, like DoorDash donut to like wake me up. No.
Joe, you're doing her dirty. You're doing her dirty, Joe.
With a show called Breakfast and BodySlams, I should have done that. I should have had like a donut sent over before we started.
Exactly.
That's in catering. You got to be live in studio for that stuff. I don't even get that.
But no, Joe, it works because it's an app and DoorDash and all this stuff is located all over the U.S. You could have sent her something. You could have. She could have been live right now, and her door could have been knocking, and someone could be there dropping off.
We could have had the delivery guy live on the show.
Man,
right? And then you guys get them as a sponsor. Bam.
Amazing.
That's true.
Money.
We can have a sponsor.
This is your epic fail, Joey.
I think I'm gonna let her just run the show from now on, man. I'm sorry.
You know what? We just might have to.
Oh, shit.
I'm no stranger to producing.
There you go, Joe.
Joe, you're out.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Joe, you can keep your spot, but no stranger to producing. The Gobbler, Pat, our buddy, you're out of the picture, buddy. We're getting rid of Pat.
Okay.
Hands down.
We have a real professional taking over, Pat.
T, Mikey, say your hellos to Awesome Kong.
And say your goodbyes.
Hello.
And say your goodbyes. We're kicking you out the rooms.
This I'm suspended.
Yeah,
Nice
for now. You're on punishment. Hit the stepping, son. Hit the bricks.
What happens when I touch that?
That's
Oh,
wild.
I
okay,
don't know.
there's that.
I don't know what you're touching.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right,
We
yeah,
can't-
I touched something earlier, and that's when I left the room accidentally. I was like, "Oh, what does that do?" And it was like, "Oh, it makes you leave." Okay, you gotta come back. And I was, Joe gave me directions for your green room, and he's like, just touch, just touch the link, and it'll send you straight into the green room. But
Yeah.
there's more steps than that, Joe.
Well,
Is
it's
there?
like
I don't know. I never done it on the phone before. I don't know.
it's like 2 steps. I think. I think you
Yeah.
just gotta
On there, 'cause when
put your
when you
name.
go in, it shows you on a camera. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, so I'm here. And you gotta actually put your name in, and there's more steps, Joe. So you embarrass me. Damn it! I thought I was on it, and I
Yeah,
was
where's
not
the-
on it
I
because
don't
of
even. I don't even see the names on the screen though. Anyone's names, even mine that I put in there.
Well, I haven't been putting them on because it's
oh, all right.
people are familiar with the same cast of us gentlemen.
Yeah, but I always
constantly.
put mine in there so if someone's
Well,
new and wants to look us up, our name
Well,
is right
there's
there.
true.
Come on, man.
Let me-
Come on, man.
mine's on there, right? It says Awesome Kong right there to me.
So,
This is
Yeah,
Awesome K.
we
anyway.
see it on our own screens, but they're
Here
not
we
on the
go.
live. There
Bam.
we go.
There
There you
go.
go.
Sweet.
Now
Yes,
the crowd
he
can
is-
see it.
yes,
The,
he is
the
awesome.
viewers can see it. Oh my God! So anyway, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
It's like playing catch up between Joe and you. It's like you guys been friends for so long. I can't even say it's catch up really because you guys talk like on like almost a regular basis, somewhat.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? Somebody brought up just like a couple hours ago the first time you and I met because it was also the first time that he met you, and I remembered when we first met in like 04, I think, or 05. It was in Boonton, New Jersey, and I don't remember what promotion it was, but
04?
yeah, 04, maybe 05, 06, something like that.
I
Somewhere
think it was 08.
was it that long? I mean that much.
Because
later?
04, 05, I was in Japan and I hadn't done any American wrestling.
It was
So
I don't know, somewhere with
the
a
first
0
3
in it.
matches I did for School of Hard Knocks.
So it was in Boonton, New Jersey. And
Okay.
everybody went to the bar 2 blocks over that everyone used to go to after every Boonton show.
After every indie show, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? After every
Well, no,
indie
but
show,
I mean
you gotta go
specifically that
somewhere.
bar. Yeah, but specifically that bar, everybody used to go to after all the shows. It was called Boonton Ave Grill, and I think it was Mercedes that introduced us, or Kathy, Allison Danger.
Wow.
And for some reason, I said the dumbest thing you have ever said to anyone was, "Hey, I've never met someone famous before." And I had already been in the business for 70 years at that point, and I met a bunch of people that were to me were famous. So somebody brought this up earlier and was like, "Oh, this is the first time I met her too." And I was like, "Why the hell would I say that? That's the stupidest thing I ever could have said." And then we've still remained friends after that. And you looked at me like, "Come on, I'm not famous." I'm like, "Hey, look to me,
Right.
to me
If
you
it
are."
was 2008, then I definitely probably was like, who'd you meet? Who's here? Somebody famous in here? Who's here?
I remember wanting to sit down with you guys. It was like I think it was you, Mercedes, I keep saying Kathy, Allison, and a couple of others just like sitting at a table, big round table. I don't know why I can't remember yesterday morning. I remember shit from years ago.
It was most likely Kathy. It was most likely Allison Danger because you know how outgoing and how she introduces everyone to everyone. She wants everyone to know everyone. That's
Yeah.
Kathy.
I love that girl.
Got that big heart. Yeah, she's
I
awesome.
love that girl.
She makes sure everyone's comfortable and everyone knows everybody. And there's no one's frozen out. She always makes sure everyone's included.
I think she got a raw deal at the Performance Center thing. She's only there for a couple of months.
Are you mean her?
What happened at the Performance Center? What?
She got let go a couple of weeks ago. She had only been there for 3 months or 4 months, maybe something like that. Actually, it may have been less than 4 months now that I think about it.
I just heard that she got there when I got my my award from TNA. Cheerleader Melissa told me that she was in Florida, and I was so freaking happy. And you're telling me they let her go?
Yep. Yeah.
And
she was.
when when I heard she was working down there, I thought it was great that she was down there with her brother. They were working back there behind the scenes. And
Oh, is Steve down there?
Yes, he's still there. He's still there. You know, like they made so many cuts to so many people. Like I even was surprised when Ryan Katz got let go, and he'd been there for a while.
Yeah. Oh, he was there for years. Yeah, I saw him mention it, and I didn't know about it either. But yeah.
Well, that's their loss because Kathy's an excellent instructor.
Yeah.
And she knows how to bring out the best in people. She knows how to recognize what people do best, their strengths, and to really, bring that out in their style of wrestling. So, and not every teacher, not every instructor can do that. So that's too bad.
Yeah, I think she really got the shit end of the stick. She moved there just to do that job for WWE, and it was only a couple months, and they were like, "All right, bye-bye." And I'm like, what the hell? I felt real bad when I saw that report.
And the thing was, like, of course, a lot of people are going to say they dropped the ball, which I'm one of them, which they had a nice combination between her and Sarah.
Oh yeah, Del Rey.
Yeah. With them being both behind the scenes, with their knowledge of the business, being workers that who they were and traveled around, they had so much influence to give a lot of talent. Yes, they might have had physical trainers there to help the other talent with their workout, their regimens of in the gym, their cardio, this and that. But the whole in-ring persona, working in front of live crowds, they had that experience, though. That's the thing.
Well, like you said, the combination of the two is what is really the magic that was there, because Sarah Del Rey is one of the best technical wrestlers you will ever come across. And then Kathy has that persona. She knows how to bring out the showman in people, So when you have an instructor that can bring out the showmanship, and then you have an instructor that can give them the technical capability, that's money. That's gold right there. And then not to mention they're really nice girls,
Yeah. Hey,
now,
quick
women. They're really nice women. Pardon me.
Chio, I got a quick trivia question for you.
Oh man.
Who did Allison Danger beat in New Jersey at a company called IHPW in 2006 or 5 for IHPW's .com championship?
I wasn't there. I wouldn't know.
Me? Come on, man.
You really?
I staring you in the face.
Dude.
Yeah, I worked her in I think it was 05, something like that. She was so easy to work with. She broke my back, I think. I don't know, but she was awesome. No pun intended with our guest here, but yeah, she was great, and I I think she got just a raw deal. No pun intended there either.
And you put her over there.
Yeah. Of course.
Which is that's fantastic, because not a lot of guys, especially back then, were comfortable with putting girls over. Their egos wouldn't allow it, and
I thought it was great because you didn't see it a lot. Like same thing with I like watching a chick beat up a guy in a movie too. Like it's cool because you don't see it so much.
Joe, I'm right there with you. I was one of those guys who, like, if I had to work a female, which I done plenty of times.
Yeah,
I put them over big time. I don't know. Do you remember Psycho Bitch?
Oh God, yeah, I wrestled her.
Dude, I put her over,
and I wrestled her after she was Psycho Bitch. She was the farmer gimmick. Her and I forget
Debbie
who else.
Sue.
Yes.
Debbie
Oh
Sue.
my God.
Yeah.
I have that DVD somewhere.
I put her over so many times, where she's basically like killing me on all these damn shows.
Yeah.
But the whole point was it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick, people.
That's the thing.
I'm putting her over.
Guys can't get that out of their head, man. A lot of guys are too macho for that shit.
I had her shining. There was a guy I was working with. He had her in a full Nelson, and he's telling I had her in a full Nelson, and I told him, kick her in the ding ding. So he goes to kick her down low. Which, it just flows right through, hits me instead. So You know, he kicks, he turns around. He's like, yeah, I got her. I'm hunched over her, holding my gonads. And, so she ends up laying him out, laying me out, all because of that botched gimmick spot of it's a ha-ha moment,
Yeah.
But,
dude, you remember Andretti, right? Eric Andretti?
Yes.
We were the T-Birds from Greece, from Rydell High School.
Okay.
So me and him wrestled those two somewhere in Pennsylvania for New Horizons, and it was awesome. I think the finish was like she grabbed me and kissed me, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then her partner just
she
killed
did the
me
same.
and won. Yeah,
she did the
awesome.
same thing. The whole kiss.
I love that girl.
She did the same thing to Damian Adams.
Yeah, Lewis, I remember him.
Yeah.
I trained with that kid. He was great too. She's another one. Her and Awesome Kong are like the I don't want to go behind the curtain or anything like that here, but they're the people that are like so far from their gimmick. Psycho Bitch was far from a Psycho Bitch. She was a sweetheart.
Yes,
I haven't
she
seen her
was.
or heard her name in so many years, but she was great to work with too.
I got a question, Kong. With all the training that and everything that's going on down at the Performance Center, and with your experience over in Japan, do you feel like you would have got a better experience of training down in the Performance Center starting out, or are you pleased with the way your career went with all the stuff you did in Japan that helped groom you? Because Japan, that's a very difficult place to shine. A lot of American talent go over there, and it's either a hit or miss. If you become a star, and you were instant star.
I don't understand your question. Well, I mean, like, I feel like if you start in Japan, and that's where I didn't technically. I started in Southern California, School of Hard Knocks. Jesse Hernandez. I always got to give a shout out to Jesse Hernandez, School of Hard Knocks, Empire Wrestling. But after 2 months, I was bumping for about 2 months, about 8 weeks. And then I went to Japan. So, I basically learned when I went to Japan, I only knew how to bump and throw a clothesline, basically. So they took over my training there. So the bulk of my training was in Japan. And I feel like if you learn and work in Japan for as long as I did, it's kind of like learning how to drive on a stick shift. If you know how to drive a stick shift, you can drive anything. So if you could work and keep up in Japan, you could work and keep up anywhere. Because, if the luchadors would come over to Japan, then I could keep up with them. You know what I mean? And coming to America after being in Japan, and the matches, when I started working the indie circuit in America, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. Because in Japan, it's like 30 minutes of go, 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 go. And you can, and going, and you still gotta like breathe. And I'm a big girl, and it didn't matter if you had to go for 30 minutes hard, so you had to learn how to, breathe and not blow up so much. But I got to America, and I was like, wait a minute, you mean I can talk shit for the first 5 minutes of the match and not even touch anybody for the first 5 minutes of the match?
Yeah, you basically.
If the pace was different, and the impact on my body was so much less with the style in America, that I felt like I could do American style in my sleep. Because for real, I was like, wow, this is so much easier, not less exciting, but the impact on my body was so much less. In America, they seem to work a bit smarter instead of harder.
Yeah, you pretty much answered my question right there, because with the opposite styles of training between the American style and the Japanese style, the American style would not prepare you really as much for Japan then. So it's kind of a plus of you going over there and then coming back and then seeing how easy it is. So it definitely helped you out big time being over there before gaining the popularity here in the States though. But when I start viewing you online, I started seeing, oh, who's this Awesome Kong? I'm like, oh shit, damn, okay, she just rolling through people like, oh, she a badass. And then I started hearing your name over here in the States and stuff, and then you start doing big things with TNA and stuff. I'm like, good for her. And then as soon as you debuted in the WWE, the anticipation buildup, it was there. Yeah. You're because you're sitting on the edge of your seat, you're waiting for you to come out, and I'm like, yes, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be awesome. Well, awesome. But then
it's hard to like not not make a pun every time
I know. But then you got renamed as Kharma and stuff like that. I feel they could have done a hell lot more with you than what they did. You could have been, one of the greatest ever in the E, since we don't call it the Fed no more. But it just seems like they were lacking something. Like, I don't know, were they scared? Was the other female talent scared to get in and work with you?
No, not at all. That's not the reason why my tenure there was so short. I mean, after my maternity leave and everything, and that whole experience with postpartum and depression and the loss and dealing with that, coming back was a very tricky and delicate situation, and I don't feel I feel as if they mismanaged that.
Yeah, because some people don't take in, especially when they're working with the business aspect of, because we have to put it out there. It's a business, and they look at things more long term. They don't look at what psychological things that people are going through or whatever they're going through. They're all about putting out the product, make some money, get the ratings, this, that, whatever. And at some points they don't see people as people, just as products of their environment, of what they're putting on TV.
I mean, while I was out, I feel that they were, as far as communication, they were, hey babe, it's all good. Hold on, hubby's coming through to feed the doggies.
Ooh. Oh, is he gonna come and say hello? I love that guy.
Dan, you want to come and say hello to the people? Come over and say hello. His food is in the sink because there was none left, so I defrosted the food in the sink. Our dog eats very fancy food.
Oh.
we either make his food from scratch, where he gets like the chicken and the rice and all. He eat better than most people I know. He did.
Yeah, because when I used to cut up sausage for my dog, I said,
bro,
hello.
Hey man.
That's Joey Image.
Oh, right on.
That I can't see down
brother.
What's up?
What's going on, man? I love that.
I'm
guy,
Chio.
man.
And there's Chio.
That's Chio down there. Hey Dan, what's going on, brother?
Life is good. Got a queen by my side and dogs on my leash.
For those who don't
Look
know,
at that big beard, man. Jeez,
he does Santa Claus every year.
Yeah, yes.
So
I left it this time.
Yeah, he hasn't shaved it yet. So which
I'm letting this grow for a little bit because it's been like 19 degrees here for a couple of weeks.
See, we've been battling with like 70s and 80s.
Oh, how terrible!
Oh, you are so
bad
lucky.
for you.
We're
I feel
jealous.
so bad for you, bro.
We just like the Christmas spirit. If you can see, our Christmas lights are still up.
I was going to ask you that before. I didn't know if that was a reflection off the camera or if it was.
Our tree is still up.
Oh, you got the Charlie Brown tree. Yeah, you got the Charlie Brown tree. There's an exclusive, folks. Austin Kong's Christmas tree.
It's
That's
gonna stay Christmas until he shaves his beard. That's just how it's gonna be. So
Right here, we have to Christmas 2022.
yeah, we might have Christmas in July this year. For those who don't know, my husband is a wrestler too. He wrestled as Freight Train. He was trained by the famous Killer Kowalski.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Austin,
that's a coincidence because I was not trained by Killer Kowalski, but
What?
I do come from that lineage. My trainer was trained by Killer Kowalski, by the name of Damian Kane.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do you know Damian?
I remember him. Yeah.
Yes. He was
Dad
wrestling
gave
as
China her first black eye.
Nice.
And I gave Kazarian his first match ever.
It's so funny because when I read China's book back in the day, this is before I ever took my first bump, she wrote about it. And I was like, what a dick.
That's brilliant.
Okay.
See you, brother. I love that guy so much. That guy is such a good dude, man. The first time I hung out with him, we had dinner or something, I think, and I got a big hug afterwards. I was very happy, and I love that guy.
Back to what we were talking about. I mean, when the
I don't even remember now. I was so excited.
We're
to see
talking about
Dan.
WWE and my tenure at WWE.
Yes.
The office was very sensitive when we would communicate, and they appeared to be sensitive to my needs and whatnot. And they asked me as far as coming back, because I wanted to come back, relatively right away. I felt that the best way to deal with what was going on is to throw myself into my work, because if I can get back on the road, when my mom passed, who was like the most important person in my life, the night we buried her, I got on a plane to a pay-per-view, you know what I mean? And that was the best thing for me, was to throw myself into my work, just to, keep working. So if I can do that, I felt that, I needed to come back right away. And I wasn't at the weight they wanted me at. So, there was the, okay, well, we want you to, drop X amount of pounds. And that was going to be hard. And they said, well, how do you want to do it? Anything you want to do, we're here for you. Whatever you need, this is what they said. Whatever you need, we are there for you, and it will make it happen. I said, well, okay, that is great. There is there's basically like a fat farm in Colorado, and it turns out that's like where they train the Biggest Loser people, kind of, that out in Colorado. And I said that, but I didn't know that at the time. I said there is a fitness health place in Colorado that I can go to, and they will help me drop the weight, like that. And I think that would be best with with my mental state, just like getting away from everything and focusing on getting back to work. And after they told me, anything I needed, they would provide. They were like, well, how about we just send you down to FCW for a few months?
Yeah, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, it's like,
and my thing was, I wasn't ready to really interact with people in that way if I wasn't just on the road performing, doing my work, and then hopping in a car going to the next town. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because training at FCW is it's different than being on the road and being on the shows. It's more of an all day thing where you're really you're forced to interact with everybody all day. And then so I knew I'd be faced with all the questions, and I just wasn't in mentally and emotionally, I
Just-
wasn't
No, right. It's a lot
ready
of personal
for
stuff
it.
you don't really need to be
Just-
asked about. Yeah.
Exactly, and I expressed that. I let them know that I
Yeah,
didn't
look.
think it was a good idea, and that it would be rather difficult and triggering.
Yeah.
And in fact, it was because anyone who's been, to the E, to New York, to the Fed, whatever
New
everybody's
York.
calling it
Yeah.
nowadays, they know that the backstage politics is very rough. And a
Yeah.
lot of people, I mean, this is nothing that no one doesn't know, that a lot of people walk on eggshells back there, and that the politics are very strong. Your best friend that you could have been best friends with for 10 years will be quick to like tattletale on you or stab you in the back or sabotage you or whatever. And I mentally, I wasn't in a place to deal with that, especially in an environment where most of those people were clamoring to get on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Right.
was a person who already had, who had a straight to TV contract. And it was going to be difficult. And if anyone has ever followed my career, you will know that I don't take any shit. So,
I know that firsthand.
yeah, you know that if some things I can let go, and it's like, okay, that's par for the course. But petty, stupid, I don't put up with the dumb shit. I don't suffer
Yeah.
fools much. So stupid stuff, I had to cuss a few people out on some stupid stuff. So, when you cuss a few people out at WWE, you're not gonna have your job long. And what's sad is I knew that, and still felt compelled to. It was either cuss them out or have a nervous breakdown from trying to keep it in. So
Yeah.
I decided to express my feelings of the bullshit being thrown my way.
I understand. I
Yeah,
understand
you're-
completely where you're coming from. I heard from several people, not just Joe as well, but how sweet you are, and for you to hold stuff in and then finally blow up, people start questioning, like, oh, you got anger problems, you got this wrong with you. I'm like, okay, but you should be asking, what did you do to put me in this mood to act this way? And from what everything you are describing and telling us what you went through, my anxiety started to kick in while I'm sitting. No, seriously, Joe,
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
through I go
Yeah,
through a
no,
lot
I
of
know.
anxiety,
And
and the thing
this is the kind of stuff she's talking about, is stuff that other people have said in interviews before, that like you're a person, but a lot of times we've heard, like, through the dirt sheets or whatever, or other podcasts, that people have said, sometimes I felt like just a product or just a number, not necessarily a person. They needed someone to do this and I wasn't available, or I got hurt, so they just put somebody else in there. Like, they just replaced one product with another. So a lot of people,
Yeah.
I forget who it was, but there was somebody that was a big name that said it recently, that I was surprised would say something like that. Was like, I felt like another number was the phrase I heard.
Well, I mean, but
Yeah.
I didn't experience that.
Right.
When I would communicate with the big wigs in the office, the top executives, they were very caring, and well, at least appeared to be very caring and very sensitive to what I was going through. However, you have to remember, the day to day, we deal with people lower on the ladder rung for the day to day stuff. You know what I mean? Vince and Stephanie and Hunter and John aren't at FCW every day to see
Right.
what's going on with the day to day. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so, and anyone who knows me knows that I'm kind of a pushover, seriously. And especially if I've offended someone or did something wrong, I am extremely always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, because everyone wants to be liked. And
I totally agree. I'm the same way. I'm like, I'm a people pleaser.
yes,
Yeah, me too.
I
That's my problem too.
I try to help everyone as much as I can, but I feel a lot of people try. I'm like, maybe not blatantly, maybe they don't try to do it intentionally, but sometimes I feel like I get taken advantage of sometimes. And then when I start pulling away, when I start like, keep your distance, I'm gonna start doing me. When I start pulling away, because I always get these bad feelings. I always go off my instincts and stuff. And if I get bad vibes and I feel something's going on, I start pulling myself away. And then all of a sudden I'm looked at as the bad guy. Then I'm like, it's just that I'm trying to be too nice to people. I'm trying to help everyone out, but I just don't get good vibes sometimes. And I just got to do that.
Remember, it goes even double, triple for me. Because 1, I'm a woman. 2, I'm Black. 3, I'm a big Black woman. Okay. So, I don't know if you're familiar with
I think
the
they're all scared
of double consciousness, but a lot of Black people deal with the term double consciousness, and W.E.B. Du Bois came up with that, how Black people always, our consciousness is always, our Blackness, and how people are perceiving us, and therefore constantly changing our behavior and modifying our behavior to make other people, primarily Caucasians, feel comfortable and not threatened by us. So I'm constantly with the high voice, because I'm from Southern California anyway. So every time I speak, everything sounds like a question. So, I have to make sure that I keep the voice that I had in high school, so people don't feel threatened by me. Don't think I'm going to rob them of their wallets and stuff like that, or whatever. And that's constantly how I present myself. And like I said, constantly a pushover, and I don't mind what. I can deal with being a pushover. It's when people are nasty and just totally with the bullshit, with the wrong for no reason, and petty, and just really just unnecessarily just mean, and just unnecessarily. Like, if I did something wrong, I don't like to let people down. So I'm going to be mortified if my behavior lets someone down. But if I know for sure, 100%, this person just wants to fuck with me, just to fuck with me, now we got a problem. And just for my own, to respect myself and be able to look at myself in the mirror, I have to speak up. And when you are dealing with postpartum depression and the loss of your child, your tolerance for bullshit is very, very, very low, and so your reaction is going to be magnified. And anyone who's ever seen me go off, period, knows that it's a show. And then put the fact that at that time emotionally I was just like, ugh. So that was like one of the biggest explosive things that had happened, and it was from someone who everyone knew was a dick anyway. So and I have no regrets, because fuck a job. I can get a job like this, and do and did, but I have to be able to live with myself and look at myself and not sell myself out. You know what I mean?
Your own feelings and your own mental health has got to be number one.
It gotta be number one. You gotta like yourself.
You gotta be your own number one. Yeah, doesn't matter who's around you or what's going on. You have to be your own number one all the time.
Exactly. And in our industry, we got too many brothers and sisters that take their own lives, and or die early from all the trauma our body goes through in wrestling, and we don't know what's going on with all these head traumas and concussions and the things that our industry, the injuries that we incur in our industry, how that affects us. You know what I mean? So no, I have to react in a way that I feel emotionally safe and happy with myself.
Yeah.
That means
losing $1 million job. That means losing $1 million job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this before I dip off the page and leave it up to just you and Joe here to talk. because I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go into the control room then, and I'm gonna check out what some of the comments people are saying. One thing I gotta thank Joe for having you here. One thing that crossed my mind is, hey, it's a plus because it is Black History Month, and you are definitely an icon in this business that paved the way for a lot of young talent that's out there currently now. And I'm sure they highly thank you, they praise you, and for what you were saying about it being tough of you being a woman, Black, and being the size that you are. They're just scared because you're a big, beautiful Black woman out there, and like, thank you so much for everything that you have contributed and whatever else you continue to put forth out there in the world of, whether it be pro wrestling or behind the scenes in the entertainment field of, with you being on Glow and whatever your film career takes you to. But I personally want to thank you for coming on. Like I said, I'm about to dip out, and then I'm just gonna leave it between you and Joe here to get to dig in.
Well, speaking of, it was, thank you for having me on. It was nice conversing with you, and yes, thank you, and thank you for all the nice things you just said.
All right, Joe, she's all yours, brother.
Yeah, I don't have any controls though. So what happens when we're done? I don't know how to shut off the show and shit.
So I guess we just log out. But speaking of Black History Month,
I'm sorry. I got all the controls here, Joe.
Okay.
When you're finished up, with Kong, you can definitely say the goodbyes if you want. And
welcome to live production meeting right now.
And I will end the and I will end the show. And excellent. If Kong wants to start doing our producing for us, like I said, we can give her Pat's job.
Yeah, because y'all a mess. Y'all a mess right now. I gotta get y'all organized.
Hell yeah. All right, Joe. I'm out again. Sorry.
All right, man. All right.
Well, speaking of Black History Month, I got Aja Kong's t-shirt on. Another Black sister representing and putting it down in women's wrestling.
Her name is actually in my list of stuff I wanted to ask you. What was it like working with her when you earlier, and then in not TNA, sorry, AEW later? Actually, more recently, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. I have to say that Aja, I call her Erica, but Aja or Aja Sama. Aja is one of the most classiest people and hardworking people you will ever come across. And it's amazing how hard she worked and how much she had to put up with being a hafu, because she's half Black and half Japanese, so she had to put up with a lot of racism out there. It's amazing how that didn't affect her attitude and who she is as a person. Because let me tell you, I'm pretty sure the story, and everybody watching has heard or know the story of, how I got my name, where, Aja was supposed to be on a show, and then, her and the company had a falling out, but the show was already advertised. So they saw me in LA and brought me out, named me A Kong, and had A Kong on the poster. Then I come out and I'm not Aja Kong, I'm Amazing Kong and whatnot. So I'm pretty sure y'all all know that. But what you didn't know is I had never met Aja. And so it was about almost a year and a half before we ever met or paths even crossed. And it was at a steakhouse called BM Steakhouse in Tokyo, in Meguro. One of the best steakhouses you will ever come. If you're ever in Tokyo, find one and get the mashed potatoes, because they are the lit. Anyway, so here I am, Amazing Kong. I have essentially stolen and appropriated her name, okay? And she's in the restaurant, and I'm with a friend. Her name was Tsunami, and and her real name is Jasmine. I'm with Jasmine, and I'm like, well, what happens? Do we like just start fighting here in the restaurant? I mean, like, what happens? Because her and the company I was with were not on good terms. They were basically adversaries, and I'm like, and I'm a very, very, I'm very loyal. So it's like, well, she got a problem with my company, then we got problems here. Basically was my thinking and attitude. I was ready. I was hemmed up. But anyway, we sit down and Aja's with her party, and as she leaves, she says hello, and we get up because she's a senpai. If you know, in Japan, there's senpai, kohai. Senpai is basically the veterans. Kohai are like the people that haven't been wrestling that as long. She comes by, we pay our respects, we say hello, we get up, we bow, whatnot, and turns out she had paid for our meal.
Oh wow!
She and gave Jasmine money to make sure we got a cab home.
That's awesome.
I mean, classy as I don't know what. Now she could have been inside like, man, like, bitch, they're that bitch. But the move she pulled was it was just classy. It was really classy. But that's who she is. She's a very, very, very classy dame.
As are you. So it goes hand in hand.
I'm not as classy as Aja. I'll sit here and talk about her all day long. When in fact this show, the T-shirt I'm wearing, she flew me out. She flew my husband out. She put us in a 5-star hotel.
Nice.
Afterwards, she invited us with her sponsor to this spa, which you stayed overnight, and they gave us these bracelets. And with the bracelets, you were able to buy whatever you wanted. You couldn't buy stuff with cash in the spa. You had to pay with the bracelets. And she was like, "Go get whatever you want." And I think Dan and I got about $1,500 worth of souvenir. and by the way, it was a party of, I think it was about 30 of us, 35. So when we checked out the next day, the bill was legit like $18,000.
Holy shit.
Well, because a lot of us in Japan, we would have sponsors a lot that just spoiled us. Basically, they was basically like sugar daddies.
Sugar daddies, That's exactly.
Just sponsors, and it spoiled us. And so I knew the deal that she had a sponsor that had deep pockets, and I was like, Dan, it's okay. You want that sword over there? You get it. You want them nunchucks over there? You get it. We had fun. We went on a shopping spree on Aja's dime and had a great time, massages and whatnot, and it was all good. And because she's so classy. Now I'm sorry, I'm not as classy. You just don't go when somebody invites you and spend $1,500 damn dollars. I don't care how rich they are. You don't put $1,500.
I'll remember that next time we all do dinner together.
Right, but just so you know, me and Dan, we weren't even. I think we were the two people that spent like almost like the least. There were other people that spent like 3-4 times as but anyway, this is a story I want to tell about Aja because she's so awesome. I love it.
Yeah, she was on. Like I said, her name is on my list of people I want to ask you about. So sticking with the Black History Month thing, and I don't want to keep you too long. So you let me know when you got to take off.
You trying to kick me off?
No,
I'm
not
staying
at all.
up all damn night for this interview, Joe.
I am not trying to. I'm saying whenever you're ready, you just say, "Hey, man, see you later." But
I'm up. I don't think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Okay, well, what's up?
So, there's a lot of talk among the smart marks of the dirt sheets about Brandy Rhodes, and people don't like her, and she's got a big head and blah blah blah. I need to know, man, what is she like, and how was it like working with her? Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So people think that she's not a great wrestler. She hasn't trained for a long time. But yet she's always on TV. So the consensus around the smart marks are a lot of the dirt sheets is that she wants to get herself on TV all the time. She just has to always be a part of it. That's like the attitude behind it. So I need you to clear the air.
Okay.
Because
That's I'm about to cuss
I've heard
some
from
people out now.
I've heard from people in the business that she's a sweetheart, and she's got a good head on her shoulders. But of course,
I'm
there's a
about
lot
to
of those.
cuss some folks out. You smart marks don't be talking about Brandy Rhodes.
All right, go ahead. Floor is yours. This is why I love you.
No. Let me tell you something about Brandy Rhodes. When AEW began and started, she was juggling so many and spinning so many plates and doing it with class. She did a lot of the work over there, being a liaison between all the boys and what is it, the network, and making sure things were running and making sure the women's division had they do. And she's one of the hardest working training people that I know. She gets it, and she doesn't have, and she didn't have to get up early and come to the venue to train and try to get better and better and better. And Brandy wasn't always interjecting herself into the show. A lot of times, Tony and Tony the Young Bucks or somebody would come up with the idea for her a segment that she was doing, or X, Y, and Z, or I would submit like an idea that I wanted to do with Brandy and whatnot. Right. She works very hard. Now, whether they like her wrestling style, I can't speak to. People, like different things. But as far as like taking advantage, she never took advantage of her position. She worked day and fucking night, constantly on the phone, constantly emailing, texting, back and forth, and keeping things afloat to make sure things were on it, so that people didn't worry and were worried that they were on this new ship that was going to sink right away. No. Don't talk about Brandy Rhodes. And she's a sweetheart. She won't come for you unless you come for her. Brandy's very nice, and she had to deal with a lot of haters and a lot of shit. Yeah, there were a lot of people hating on Brandy, and she dealt with that with class without even breaking her pearls, honey. Mm-hmm. So no, don't come for Brandy Rhodes, because then I gotta come for you. No. Seriously, I have a lot of respect for her, because she did a lot of shit she didn't have to do.
There's a lot of among the smart mark community or whatever, that she's only there because of who she's married to, and she doesn't deserve to be on TV or in the spotlight or whatever. And I've always heard from people, again, like yourself, that are actually in the business, not just watching on TV and think they know what's going on, that she's actually a sweetheart. She does a lot more than, she goes above and beyond, basically.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's just say she was there because of who her husband was. But okay, let's just say that. She didn't rest on her laurels, though. Brandy worked so hard that, I'm not going to say any names, but Brandy worked so hard that other people who had higher titles than her didn't have to work so hard.
Right.
Could just, throw out some segment ideas and then put their matches together and then lay back. She made it so other people didn't have to work so hard.
Right.
And she was like the glue. So I don't, people spout shit that they don't know what they're talking about. Now I heard that her and Cody left recently. I don't know, what the circumstances were, if they're, moving on to a new project or if there was drama, but Brandy worked hard. She dealt with a lot of shit talking, and she swallowed it because she felt that was her paying her dues. A lot of us get into business and have to take a lot of shit. Joey, a lot. You take your lumps
Yep.
and
You
you
roll
pay
with it.
your dues and you move on. But it seems like nobody ever wants to just let her. She's been in the business for years. She and
Yeah.
when I was at FCW, working on coming back, that's when they had
That's
first hired her. She was there, and
She's a
she and
ringer.
I used to take lunch together, and she was working hard. So that was what, 2011.
Something like that. Yeah.
So it's 2022. She's been in she's been in the business for 11 years.
Over
When
a
are y'all
decade.
gonna
Yeah.
fucking let up? When y'all gonna let? How long she gotta be in the fucking business before y'all stop talking shit about her? God.
I've never met her. I would love to, but there are rumors that there was drama. Then there's rumors that they're going back to WWE. Then there's rumors that only Cody's going to WWE and she's going home to stay home to take care of the new baby. And I don't know. The rumor that I heard most recently, and again, this is just a rumor. I don't usually deal in speculation, but the rumor that I heard was it was a Jerry Lawler situation where they were not going to renew his wife's contract, so he said, "All right, if she's gone, I'm gone," which is what Jerry Lawler and Miss Kitty did a million years ago. They got rid of her. He said, "Okay, I'm gone too," and then they got divorced, and he came back anyway. But that was the latest rumor, is that they weren't going to renew Brandy's contract. So Cody said, "If she's not here, I'm not here." And they let him go, and now supposedly there's big plans for him at WrestleMania. I don't know. This is,
Okay. I don't know either. I don't know what's goings on.
but yeah, I've heard so much shit about her, and I've heard so much good about her. I needed someone that knows her personally and has known her for years to kind of clear the air. And there was a scene. So I watched that. What was the reality show with her and Cody? The Road something or other, whatever the reality show, Road to the Top. That's what it was. The
Okay.
one that did recently. I watched that, and there was a scene where she was pregnant and she was talking to the lawyer or whatever, and she's like, "Okay, so after I have the kid, how soon before I can come back and start training again?" And in my head, I was like, "Dude, really? Like, take some time at home and take some time off. Like, you just had a kid at that point." And the lawyer was saying the same thing. Like, you got to stay home and relax for a while. But that showed me right there something that you said, that she's not just gonna sit and rest on her laurels or rest on her name or her husband's name. She's
Yeah,
still gonna
because
get out there and get it and do what she's got to do to get to where she wants to be.
none of these smart marks, as you call them, were ever happy with her performances. So she was always working to make them happy. You know what I mean? She was always working to make sure that the fans were happy. And as far as people saying, oh, she's mean and she's a bitch. She was a boss. She was one of, the producers,
Yeah.
had people at that show. And it's like, oh, okay. So you're saying that all these dudes can blow up and yell at people and when things aren't going right and, give direction and whatnot, but she can't, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, what's the deal? She has, her background, her resume, she has a deep resume as far as doing business and production and whatnot. She's not a newbie. She's knowledgeable in this stuff. She's more knowledgeable than some other folks that she was sitting at the table with. So my thing, what bothers me is that she's not allowed to say anything, even though she's one of the bosses.
Right.
Anytime she says something, she's a bitch. Why is that? Why is that? But the guys get to say whatever the fuck. They get to cuss out whoever they want, and she says one thing and she's a bitch. That's unfair.
Right. I appreciate your honesty and your getting that out, because
I'm
again,
sorry. Now I'm mad. I'm like, oh no, but you didn't
no,
fuck
no,
up my
I
morning.
appreciate.
You didn't fuck up my morning, Joe.
I appreciate. It's already 1 o'clock here. Uh, yeah, no, I appreciate that kind of insight into her and her job and all that stuff, which definitely is not. Uh, there's a lot of people that are not around her or in those meetings or even in our business that just kind of come up with their own opinions based on what they see on TV or what other people say. And so it's good to have someone like yourself, again, who's so who's known her for years to clear the air and say like, you guys
Yeah.
are fucking idiots.
And she was humble. If she had to broadcast all the things that she used to do, maybe they would have shut the hell up. But
Yeah.
Brandy used to put her finger in a lot of holes in the dam there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And no one ever knew because she didn't go around talking about, yes, and I fixed this and everything. You know, she was a humble chick. She did her job, and she kept it rolling.
You guys still keep in touch at all?
Well, I haven't spoken to Brandy in a while, but then again, I haven't spoken to a lot of people because I've been
Yeah.
enjoying my retirement. I just been
That was going to be
sitting
my
on
next question. How is retirement treating you?
I'm catching up on a lot of the TV shows. Like I said, I didn't go to sleep last night, so I could make sure I didn't sleep through the time here. So I binge watched something on Paramount Plus. What is this? Picard, and I'm watching some Picard, Star Trek Picard, and focusing on my acting career with auditions and whatnot. I haven't really spoken to anybody, really. Just here with my man and my dog and avoiding COVID. Hello. You know that because when you text me and call, it take me what, like 3 weeks to call you back.
It's okay. Better late than never, as they say.
Uh,
So you guys have avoided COVID the whole time, right?
yes.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah. So
been
we.
avoiding COVID the whole time. Where I live, it's very easy because where I live, the complex that I live in, there's like a little convenience store right here. So if I just need something real quick, I could just run over here real quick
Yeah.
and then
Right.
run back into the house. And as far as groceries, you can just get stuff delivered with the cart thingamabobby.
Right.
There and plus, Dan. I don't know. You know that Dan is like a doomsday prepper. So we got 3 freezers here
Yeah, we
full
talked about
of
this.
stuff. And when everybody was fighting each other for toilet paper, we didn't have to worry because we got a year and a half worth of stuff. So Dan be out. Other than people losing their lives, especially the people, our loved ones and stuff, but all the people that lost their lives, outside of that, the pandemic made Dan as happy as a pig in shit because he prepared for it. It was like the thing I told you, because I used to think he was crazy. When you crazy,
Yes.
what you need with 10 Tide bottles for? What do you need? What do you need that for? Because he'd get coupons for Tide, to get coupons for ramen, he get coupons for this and this and this, and we got all this shit that in the house, and we're in because we're in LA, we're in like a 2-bedroom condo out here, and we literally have 2 deep freezers and then the regular refrigerator with the freezer, and he's just accumulating stuff. And then when the pandemic hit, he's like, I told you. So he got to be right once in like a bazillion years. Yeah, good for him.
Let me ask you another thing. You talked about Brandy and how tight you were with her and what she
I was just about to get
meant
happy, and now
backstage.
you about to give
Well,
me
no,
that.
I need to ask you about I'm sure you've talked about this in other podcasts, and I've probably heard it, but for our viewers and listeners, actually, let me start with this. What did the Gail Kim moment mean to you when they announced the Hall of Fame thing and you announced your retirement for TNA, or just in general, I guess?
Oh, I just thought it was really touching and sweet and
Did you know what she was going
deserving.
to say before you went out there, or no?
When I got the award,
Yeah.
in Vegas, no, I had no idea what she was gonna say, because had I known, then I would have changed my speech, because she said half of my fucking speech. And I was like, wait, but I was supposed to say that. And so when I went out there, I'm like, okay, now I gotta do something on the fly, because Gail didn't said half of the shit I was gonna say. So, which makes sense, because she and I were always like on the same wavelength.
Yeah. But you guys were always intertwined. Even after you showed up at WWE, I don't even know if you remember this, but you and I talked the night you debuted. because I was at a Hooters like 3 miles from the house. They used to show pay-per-views, and I was watching the Rumble, or it was the night you showed up in the Rumble, which I think was your first night, right? Or no?
No,
Or
the
you
Rumble was my last appearance.
there? I don't remember. It was there when I think it was when you were in
we
the.
spoke. I believe we spoke on the night that the promo that the thing dropped. Am I right?
With the doll heads, maybe.
Yes, I think that was it because I think you didn't have like my phone number or I don't know.
Remember.
There was something you
We know-
didn't have, and then I texted my phone number to you, and I made a mistake and actually tweeted it out, and then I started getting phone calls nonstop and
Well,
panic.
that I don't remember.
Yeah, that
Oh my
happened. I thought I was DMing you my phone number, and it happened. I tweeted it out, and then people were just calling left, right, and center. And I didn't know what the fuck to do, and I'm at the show and freaking out, and I'm like, "What do I do?" So, quick thinking, I forwarded my number to Movie Phone. So,
Oh my god, that's amazing.
anybody that called and got Movie Phone, and I just kept it on that for like. I had somebody, and I needed help erasing it because I didn't even know how to erase it. I'm touching things on the damn phone.
That's
And
amazing.
one of the people at WWE, one of the tech people, erased the tweet for me. And then after a few hours of people getting Movie Phone, they didn't call it anymore.
That I never knew.
Yeah, and it was
That's
because of you. You called, and then
but I was going to say we talked when you showed up at the Rumble. I remember where I was sitting. I remember the TV was up here, and I was and the Rumble was a surprise, right? You weren't announced.
No, it was a big
Okay.
surprise. Dan didn't even know.
Oh wow, yeah, see that I didn't know either. That's
Dan
cool.
had no idea. He thought I was going to St. Louis to talk about coming back. And I told my trainer, because he went and watched it at my physical trainer's house.
Yeah.
And I told my trainer, when this happens in the ring,
Yeah.
I want you to take your phone out and film Dan. And he didn't understand. I was like, just trust me. Just trust me. When this happens in the ring, take your phone out and just film Dan just for like a couple of minutes. And he did. And Dan's face was like.
Well, is this video still online somewhere? I need to see this.
It's on old phones. It's on phones we don't have. Maybe it's in the cloud. I have to look and see if it's on the phone.
That's fucking funny. That's funny, man. So when you showed up at the Rumble, I know we talked because I had texted you during it, and I was like, "You're in the fucking ring right now. This is amazing." I had no idea, blah blah blah, and you actually responded like 10 minutes after you were out of the Rumble. You were already back. You would have gone backstage. 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, you responded, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing!" Like, I'm important enough that she's probably even out of her gear yet. She picked up the phone and seen my name and said, "Oh, thank you."
I was not out of my gear yet. No,
yeah,
I was not out of my gear yet.
I don't remember what you said. Thank you for the support or something like that. Whatever. But I thought it was so cool that you actually took the time to say thank you or whatever. After, like I said, you had been out of the ring for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, man, that's pretty cool, man. Like, this is the goddamn Rumble. It was
always surprised that you and I are friends.
It's not. I'm not surprised about that, but the surprise about like you just did this big ass pay-per-view as a surprise to the. It was a surprise. Like,
my friend
I know that, but I'm like, I know, but if that's me, I'm like, oh, let me get my goddamn my gear off first. Let me get back into my clothes and then sit down and take 5 minutes, and then I will get back.
Smart Marks. This is Awesome Kong. All you smart marks that visit Joey's show, y'all need to pump up his ego a little bit, because I mean, gosh, I mean, come on, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna text you back. You my homie. What are you talking about?
But it ain't like that. It's just like I said, I want to get out of my man. I don't come home like I come home from my day job now, and I don't want to talk to nobody until I'm out of my work clothes and I'm sitting there relaxing.
Dude, we've had slumber parties. You slept in the living room of one of my the hotel
in Rahway. Yeah,
was it Newark or something like that?
Rahway. That was the weekend that you yelled at me because I didn't want to wear my neck brace. After I broke my neck and I didn't want to wear my neck brace, and you were like, "You're wearing that fucking thing." I'm like, I don't want to wear it.
After that accident, yeah, dude.
Yeah, because I had broke my neck and then I didn't. So that was a Friday and a Saturday. Oh no, it was a Saturday, but I was there Friday because I was friends with the promoter. Blah blah blah. So I went there Friday to hang out, and I wasn't wearing it because you weren't around. And then when I saw you Saturday, you're like, you're wearing that fucking thing, your fucking neck. I'm like,
Wear
no,
it.
it's okay. I don't want to wear. And then Amber O'Neal I saw said the same thing. Oh, good thing you're wearing your neck brace. I saw the pictures from yesterday. You weren't wearing it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Like I'm the only one that doesn't really care about it.
Well, one, you were injured pretty bad,
Well, yeah,
and
I broke it.
right. Was that in the ring? Where was that? You broke it
Yeah.
in the ring?
Yes, but it was basically just wear and tear. It wasn't like I did one move that screwed it up. It was basically wear and tear over a few months, and then something went wrong in the last match I had before I hurt it, and then that's when it happened. I still don't really know what happened or what caused it. Just that, according to my doctor, it was wear and tear over the last couple of years.
Did you sue anybody?
No.
Oh, all right. Because that would have been the other reason why I would have told you to wear your neck brace.
Oh yeah.
There's some detective following your ass. Put your neck brace on. You better live the gimmick. You better work the gimmick, bro.
That's pretty funny. No, you just told me to wear it at the whole. You're not. I think I remember you saying you're not leaving this hotel without putting that thing on. I'm like, okay.
Because you got to heal correctly. You got to heal right.
Yeah. That's funny. I forgot about that hotel until you brought that up.
It was fun. I every time I went to that town, I would ask for that specific room because it was fun. It had the living room and it had the vaulted ceilings, and it was nice and modern. I liked it. It was fun. And then I kept slumber parties with my pal Joey.
I remember. I'm not going to mention names, but there was somebody that had called you while we were sitting there talking, hanging out, and somebody called and said offered you to come back to a company you worked for previously that night. And I was like, "Whoa, that's kind of wild, man! Like that dude just called while we're here, while I'm here. That's kind of cool."
Did that happen? That happened.
Yeah, it was cool. And then then we all went to that bar afterwards, and I had to wear my brace the whole night.
All right, and then you went and you fell asleep with the air conditioner on, and I had to throw a blanket over you like a little baby. I had to take you in like a little baby.
Oh my God!
Because I got up in the middle of the night, and you were in there freezing.
Yeah, on that little couch in that living room, that separate
room.
You
were in there freezing. Oh, boy, you too scared to ask for a damn blanket or nothing?
I probably fell asleep. I probably fell asleep fine without one, and then
I don't think you did. I
was shivering while I was there.
That you were uncomfortable and because you were shivering, and I think you were just too afraid to ask for a damn blanket. And I had to go and throw a blanket on your cold, shivering ass before you got hypothermia and then your organs shut down. And I could wake up to a damn dead man in my damn room. Hell no.
I'd like to see the headlines after that happens. My God.
Oh, wait, when you plug this, you gotta put something like here Joey and Kong's hot night or whatever.
In the hotel in Rahway.
Clickbait. Total clickbait. I totally have to produce your show. You gotta get some clickbait on there. Yes. Yeah, you gotta make it salacious. You gotta make it sound salacious.
I just got a text message from my wife who absolutely loves you. Who said,
"Love her back, Ange."
She said, "I'm dying laughing here listening to how she had to tuck you in, drunk Joey."
Girl, I had to tuck your man in. He was cold and shivering.
I don't remember the shivering part.
You were shivering.
I was asleep, so what do I know?
It was cold. It was so cold in that damn room. I'm surprised I didn't see any damn flakes.
Oh, you know what? There was. Wait a minute. That bar was right around the corner from that hotel, but we walked there in a blizzard because there was snow on the ground. That was January. I remember that part now. While we were.
Was it?
Yeah, we walked because I remember having a hard time. I remember having a hard time getting out of the parking spot to get to the venue in the first place because my tires were
the air conditioner be on.
I don't remember. No, I don't think it was. I think there was a window open or something. But I remember it was January and there was snow all over the place.
Oh well,
I didn't remember that until a minute ago. But I think there was I think the window was open or something like that. But let me kind of, I don't want to wrap up yet, but I got to ask you something. Oh my god. our our uh our boss Chio says next week I have to wear the neck brace just as a throwback.
Throwback.
I have it somewhere around here. I don't know where the hell it is. I got to ask you something that I've never heard you talk about before in other interviews. Um,
Well,
what was it like doing the taping for the Katy Perry video?
it's funny. I was just talking about that last night for some reason. Um I was helping one of my best friends pack up her apartment, and that came up for some reason. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was crazy because there were a lot of, people, a lot of popular like people there, people that were like, uh kind of trending at that moment or whatever. Backpack
Right.
Kid was there. Some of the kids from Stranger Things were there.
Yeah.
And then you had us, and of course, Katie herself. It was so much fun, especially because the production treated us as if we were like some kind of superstars with the nicest trailers. I mean, I was like, can I? I think I just might take one of these and live in it because it's gorgeous. Um, and it was just a lot of fun. No attitudes, no egos, no one being funky or big time at people. Miss Perry was really sweet herself. It was a lot of fun. It was just people just hamming it up and enjoying themselves and dancing the day away.
You got to meet her and hang out with her a little bit.
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. Did she know who you
it was
were?
cool. I have no idea. I don't think it. I mean, I know she liked the show. I know she
That's
asked
what I
for
mean.
us.
Like so she recognized you knew who you were from Glow.
She asked for us to be in the video because she loved the show.
That's cool.
So
That's really cool.
that was nice. I wanted to meet her dog because at that time she had a commercial out with her little dog Nugget, and I was like, "Where's Nugget?" He
That's
wasn't there
amazing.
that day or whatever. But yeah, she was a delight. Absolutely, really down to earth, fun, hardworking woman. I like her.
That's cool. That's cool. So next time we're out there, we're gonna have dinner with her together. Okay.
For sure, 'cause
Yeah. Right.
she could have been one of those people that after between each take ran to her dressing room and not
Right.
socialized. She was
Yeah.
not. She
That's
made
why I
sure
asked
she came
if you
out,
got to
and
meet her. She was cool and everything. Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, she socialized with people, made sure she came out and was in the mix, and they had a lot of extras there. They had a lot of background folks, that were in the stands, and she came out and greeted them as well. Um, she was very lovely to her guests. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Super to hear she's very down to earth. She's not. I'm not like a fan of her music or anything like that. But somebody had mentioned me a few months ago that the whole the whole roster, I guess, cast of Glow was in that video and sent me a link, and I'm like, whoa, that's cool. I had never seen that before. I didn't know anything about it. And I saw that and wrote it down like shit. I'm gonna ask you. This is before I had even asked you to do this show, and I said to myself, I gotta ask her, and I gotta write that down and remember to ask you about that too, because that's really cool to see. I like seeing people in the wrestling business doing outside of wrestling stuff, because so many times there's like that misconception that this is all we know how to do, and big dumb wrestler
Right.
or yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
I
it's
pop
cool
for
seeing
stuff when I
people,
see people in commercials and stuff.
yeah,
And I'm
doing other stuff. Right,
like,
right.
yeah.
So we're kind of getting down to the end of our time here. I think we're
Well,
over our
someone
time
asked
actually.
where can they buy merch.
Yeah,
You can get merch on 1 hour tees.
prowrestlingtees.com.
Yeah, yep, we sure can. And there's going to be a little action figure coming out soon,
Oh,
and
that's
I believe
cool.
that's going to be on Pro Wrestling Tees. And I have um what's called a button, what do we call it, button, a pin that's
Yeah,
out,
yeah, yeah.
and it's
Very
real
cool.
cool.
I like that. Who's is it? Are they making the action figure themselves? I know they're making They're making like little. They're called micro brawlers. They're little tiny action figures. They're doing now
Yes,
too.
I'm getting a micro brawler.
Oh, that's cool. All right, so that I'm gonna have to
Which
buy
is,
some.
which is
some
like
machine.
it's about time that I have something, because it's like every time I'm about to get an action figure, I cuss out somebody and leave the company, and then they're like,
I have a trading card I need you to sign, by the way, next time I see you.
okay,
I forgot. I actually had it the last time I saw you when we were out in California, and I forgot to bring it with us. Um. So yeah. So next time I see you, I need to steal your John Hancock on that.
okie dokie, always.
So are you before we wrap up here, I just want you to let everyone
Bookings and
listening and watching, yeah,
appearances.
where can we see you, where can we talk to you, hear you, get in touch, whatever.
Um,
Your social media, plug whatever, anything you want to plug. I don't care if it takes you another hour. Go ahead and do your
well,
thing.
Brian Wittenstein does all my bookings, and I believe he's at bwittenstein@gmail.com. However, I'm not taking any bookings as far as wrestling because I am retired. But appearances are another thing. So you hit up bwittenstein@gmail.com, and he'll help you out on that.
Do you miss being in the ring now that you're retired? I know I do, and I've been retired a lot longer than you have.
No. I appreciate my time that was, and I cherish it. And it's time to move on to other stuff. I'll always, I think every wrestler will always have an itch here and there to like do something in the ring.
Yeah.
But no, I feel pretty fulfilled as far as what I accomplished in wrestling.
I got one random question just came to mind right now. The rumor is that Stone Cold Steve Austin is working a match at WrestleMania.
Ooh.
The other rumor is that he's getting paid $15 million. How many million will it take Awesome Kong to work a match at WrestleMania? That's the rumor. And I'm in my head. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
In my head, I'm
Why did you say that when I was drinking something?
in my head, I'm thinking like I remember getting paid $10 for a
Oh
match.
my God!
That guy's getting 150 million times that or whatever it is.
Right on, shit, man.
Yeah, good for him, right? So
Hell yeah.
so how many millions will it take an Awesome Kong or a Kharma to get into a WWE ring for a WrestleMania match?
You could drop the S, bro. Shit.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You could go ahead and drop the S on that. Well, you talking about millions? I think I'm good. I'll put my toe in the ring for $1 million.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, that's the latest rumor I heard as of yesterday is that they offered him 15 million. Because it's been like 18 years or something like that, or 17 years since he worked. So he doesn't. He talks on his podcast all the time. He doesn't think he can. He doesn't think his neck is it's still bad. He still can't. He still has like limited mobility and stuff. But I mean, I guess for that kind of money, I mean, I would get back. I'd get back in there for $15. I mean, I don't even need the million.
But he's divorced, right?
No, he's remarried. Well, yes and no. He's divorced like 3 times, but he's remarried now.
Oh, they got remarried.
He's been with his current wife for like 12 years now or 15 years.
Oh,
Like
this
is a
still
new one,
together?
not in this. Yeah, this is a new one that's not in wrestling.
Are they happy? They happy? I got a phone number around there somewhere.
Hey, get him on this show. We can do it live.
$15 million.
Yeah, we can have you and Steve Austin on this show
Right?
live.
$15 million. Well, of course, he would have to give her half, but that still leaves $7.5 million.
Yeah, that's still 7.5, right?
Oh, but the taxes, they're gonna take a little chunk, but that still leaves
Hey, maybe
$3-4 million.
Maybe it's more than that, and he only told his wife 15 million. Maybe it's like 20 or 25.
That'd be the move right there.
Oh man, that's funny shit. So
Lord.
where did you go? Oh my God, where did you go?
I done dropped the phone, Lordy. Okay, here we go.
So all right, so just to wrap up here, where can fans kind of find you on social media, follow you, anything like that?
Twitter is Mean Queen K. Instagram is Spinning Fists.
I remember you kayfabed that for a little while.
I did.
Yeah, and then I figured it out. I'm like, wait, isn't this you? And you were like, oh, you figured that out or something like that. I forget what the deal was. Until it got verified, I think I wasn't sure myself. And then I sent you like a screenshot of it, and you were like, yeah, that's me.
Oh no, it was something different that you figured out, but we won't say about it here. It was something
Oh,
different that you figured out. I believe,
oh,
yeah.
then, then I don't know what the hell it is. Then
Yeah,
I
I think
thought
it
it
was
was that
different.
because it wasn't under the same username as your Twitter, the Instagram. So I
No, I
thought, oh,
think
maybe it's not her. Maybe it's a fake.
no, it was something
Just
different that you figured out. I'll tell you after
oh
you
yeah,
hit
okay.
there, but you totally figured it out, and I laughed. It was funny because I was like,
Yeah,
nobody figured that out.
I don't know what it was then. I don't even realize I figured it out then because I don't know what you're talking about.
And then Facebook is just I have two Facebooks actually, incidentally, and one is like Kia Stevens, the other one is Awesome Kong, I believe. I don't know, but there's a couple of fake ones out there, so you guys got to be careful. Especially because the ones that are fake, they actually do their Facebook better than mine. They run their Facebook better than mine. I'm like, dang. That's some pretty good. That's some pretty good pictures. I don't even think I have those pictures anymore. So be careful. Make sure it's the correct one.
Yeah. All right. So I'm very very appreciative of you being here today,
No
with
problem.
us, with me. Uh, I appreciate the last I don't know however many years since we met. Oh 08, I guess you said so. 13, 15, whatever the hell it is.
Right. Yep.
Something like that. Always appreciate your friendship. You know I love you. I love Dan. I love Dan a lot. Dan's a great kiss. I mean,
We
he's a
love
good
you
guy.
too. We love Angela. We love you guys so much. And your new little doggy.
Yeah, he's okay. He's a pain, but he's getting there. I don't know. He had me up at God, what, 2 o'clock this morning, I think it was. And
I wish
he's
you would send me the I don't think y'all using that gift I sent y'all because I
oh
wish y'all
no, we use it. Oh yeah, we use it. I
do
can show you.
you?
Oh
Well, then
yeah.
send me the code so I can send him some treats sometime.
I
I'll send
I
him
got
one
I
of
got the
those.
I got the app. I got the app right there. You can see the app right down here. I use it
Well,
all the time.
I sent him a Furbo, y'all, for
Yeah.
Christmas because he had a new dog. I sent him a Furbo,
Yeah.
and
The
I
dog and the
want to
wife
send your
got
dog some treats. I want to touch the button and send your doggy some treats. So
the
send me
dog and the
that
wife
code.
got gifts and I got nothing. But that's okay.
Yep, I didn't send you nothing. I gave the dog and the wife stuff. The dog and the wife stuff. I didn't tell you.
The dog appreciates it though. Yeah, no, we use that thing all the time. I use it a lot when I'm at work because it sends notifications when it hears noise and it says your dog's barking. Like click here to view the camera. So sometimes I'll just hop on and go, buddy, it's okay, and then he'll quiet down. But
Okay, good, good.
and then there's other times where I'm in there watching TV and I laugh and the thing pops up saying your dog is barking. I'm like, no, it's me. It does that a lot. Also, if I sing, sometimes I sing to him because I don't know. I try to be wacky and make him laugh. So sometimes I sing to the dog, and it does the same thing. It says your dog is barking, and I'm like, Jesus,
I think you need to check your
is
settings
my
because
voice
mine
that
doesn't do
bad?
that.
It's no,
Mine doesn't do that.
it's very sensitive. I have the most sensitivity because his crate is against the back wall in the room, and the thing is on the other side of the room, so the camera gets the whole room. So
Ah,
so I have the sensitivity up so it can hear him if he's whimpering or something like that. So yeah, so it thinks well that and the fact that I have a horrendous singing voice because when
oh,
I sing it thinks it's him barking, which is
okay.
hilarious.
Well,
They sound nothing alike to me, to my
is it
ear.
your living room? It's in your living room?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
to my ear, I mean, I sing as beautifully as like a Katy Perry, but to the Furbo, it's like what the fuck is that shit? And it thinks
That's
it's
not
him barking.
horrible.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever decide to make it point at a different space, because
Oh
I don't want to jump on there one day and you and Angela doing something freaky in the living room.
no,
Um,
we can't do that in the living room because her father's living room is right below us.
uh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then send
Well,
me the code so I
I
can send your doggy some treats.
yeah, no, I could tell you like 99.9% of the time you'll see her sleeping on the little couch and me either getting bitten up by the dog on the big couch or me passed out on the big couch with the dog laying next to me. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I love you. I love Dan. My wife loves you both.
Me too.
I can't wait to see you guys again. You guys got to come back out here, or we got to come out there at some point again and
We
do
do.
dinner or whatever.
And let me know anytime if you want me to produce a few of these your shows, because y'all is a mess. Y'all need some structure. This last hour, it didn't turn into a personal call between you and I, and people just
those are the
call between you and me.
Those are the best podcasts, though. The ones that aren't. Those are the best podcasts, at least the one that I like, because I listen to podcasts every day. The ones that are like just a conversation that are not like so strict and structured. Like I'm gonna ask, you know what I mean? Oh yeah.
Our conversation was interesting.
This is just a personal conversation between friends. That's kind of what I like, what I was going for. Instead of like, first I'm gonna ask you this, and then I'm gonna ask you this, and then I'm gonna ask you that. It's like, no, man, just call it in the ring. You know what I'm saying? That's the way. That's the way I think most podcasts should be, at least.
I'll consider that whenever I'm a guest producer on your show. I'll consider your input.
Yeah.
All right, love. I'm gonna go make me some breakfast. It's 10:30 here now.
Yeah, it's 1:30 here. So email me whatever you're making. Eggs. Throw me some eggs or something like that.
I shall do that, or I'll send you a DoorDash with a donut and some coffee, since
Yes.
Since you called me classy, I'll try to be classy.
You are the absolute furthest from the welfare queen as I have ever met. I love you, my friend, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you again so much for doing this.
Have a good one.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, folks, Chio's coming back, I hope.
Hey, here you go.
Okay, man. So that was awesome. I mean, I can't. It's so weird to say awesome, but you know.
Yeah,
what I mean.
you have no choice but to say that.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, that was phenomenal. That was
dude,
great. It wasn't just awesome. It was, dude. You knocked it out the park by having her as a legit friend. And just being real like that, just that conversation, just the way you put it out there and said, hey, it's when you have someone on and when you can just like bullshit back and forth,
right.
And catch up. And people like that. They like to hear the real thing, because when we go and ask the same questions that other podcasts or interviews ask, it becomes repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like, okay, I just heard this on the other guys.
That's why I asked her about the Katy Perry thing, because I never heard her talk about that on any other shows, and it was brought to my attention a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, oh shit, I'm going to ask her about that, because I've heard her on a bunch of podcasts and never even heard that mentioned. I didn't know about it, so that's why I was like, I don't think you've ever talked about this before. So yeah, that was a blast, and she's awesome, and I love that girl. Again, I've known her since like 2008. I thought it was earlier than that, but she says 2008.
I
10 years or something, 14 years, something like that. Her and my wife are absolutely in love with each other. My wife loves her. She loves my wife. I love her. Her husband Dan, who thankfully appeared on camera for a couple
he
minutes.
seemed pretty cool. I
love that guy. That guy is such a cool guy. If you have dog issues or whatever, talk to him. He's a dog trainer. He is a dog lover, animal lover. He does great dog training. I don't know the name of his business, but I'm going to plug him here.
Yes, do it.
Look him up on Facebook or Twitter.
Once you get more info, let's put it out there.
Yeah, I love that guy. That guy's like I said,
part of our announcements.
I said this in the interview with her, but when I first met him in person, so I hadn't met him until we went to dinner together. My wife and I were in Tampa when they used to live in Tampa, and she was with TNA. And we went to dinner together, and it was the first time I had met Dan in person. And afterwards, him and I just bonded, man. Like we were like two brothers that got separated at birth and then came back together years later. He was just a good dude. That's what I love. That guy's a solid dude.
It's great when you have moments like that where you come across and you're like, damn, we should have met like years ago. Like,
exactly.
It's like, where the hell you been all my life? It's like, Joe, it's like you fell in love,
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, so he was a good dude. You can see those pictures in my Facebook if any of you guys are interested in seeing that. And so that was fun. Thank you again, Kong, for coming on. I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll have her back again.
Maybe she'll be our new guest booker. Start booking for us.
I'm okay with that.
And then
she's got a lot more contacts than I do.
And then if we talk to the rest of the guys in Devereaux Sports, maybe you should take over Pat's job and kick him to the curb, and then maybe we'll get some catering. Then maybe.
We can get DoorDash sent to our house live.
Yes, that'd be awesome. Yo,
All
I
right.
for a little bit there, I felt bad. She was holding her phone in her hand.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, we gotta send her a tripod.
She said she has one, but it didn't. She said
was
she
like,
has a
"Where's it
tripod,
at?"
but it didn't look like she was using one, right? It looked like she
I
was holding
know.
it the whole time.
No. Like
That's
the
funny.
one I used over at the other shows when you were with me,
Right.
the stand-up one.
Yeah.
I think that one would be good instead of like instead of one of those small
Little tiny.
table ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that would be good because she can just place that any
Put that
height.
wherever,
If she,
yeah.
Yeah. I think we should.
I've got actually like two of them right behind me somewhere that I haven't used in months.
And there you go. You know what you do? You need to ship it out to her so that she.
I gotta get I have to get an address first.
We you know what we definitely have to do is get some of our merchandise in house so we can start sending out to our guests. Whatever. If it's a PO box or whatever, because I'm sure a lot of guests don't want to give out their legit addresses for stalker reasons. Yeah, for stalker reasons. So Pat, no, you ain't getting no addresses.
Oh, actually, you know what? I have her address because we sent her an invite to our wedding.
Okay.
They weren't able to make it, but because they were in California at the time, which they are. But I have it somewhere. Maybe.
But nowadays you can do virtual wedding.
Maybe we'll send her a gift. Well, we could have done that then, but I didn't want to do it.
Oh, she was this whole thing. She was a sweetheart.
Yeah, I love that girl. She's awesome.
Like
no pun intended.
Like I said during the show, when she started touching upon the whole personal issues that happen behind the scenes and stuff,
right,
dude, brother, I literally started to get choked up. My anxiety started to kick in just to think about what I go through. I know what other people go through, and people just let it fly off the handle where it's like, okay, it's not that bad. You'll get over it. You need to do this. You need, people have all these ideas how to make you feel better, but yet at the same time, but they're not going through or have the same issues, or they might be going through similar things, but it's you in general, what you're going through, and what you need to do somewhat. And sometimes people just need to step back and stop judging us and telling us what we need, and just step back and just support us.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, somebody the chat room was on fire during that. My phone, my text messages were going off. 3 or 4 people kept texting me over and over.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, I don't remember if it was in the chat room or in a text message, what was the Katy Perry music video she was in. So the song is called Swish Swish. Like the video is like basketball related. So during one scene, during one camera shot, there's a shot of the whole roster from the women's wrestling the women's wrestling roster of the show Glow from Netflix. So whoever asked me about it, I forget who it was. That's the scene you'll find her in. Again, it's Katy Perry's music video for the song Swish Swish.
It was a little bit hard for me to put some stuff up in the chat room, because when yous are talking about one topic or issue, people are chiming in questions about a different topic.
Yeah,
if you're talking about WWE, you got people asking questions about TNA. If you're talking about something else, people are chiming in. And like, if they would like follow along with what we're talking about and ask questions about what we're talking about.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to even get to half of the stuff that I wrote down on my own list I wanted to ask her about, and I didn't get a chance to get to the stuff from the chat room.
Yeah. So, but this was a hell of a long show.
Yes.
What I might do.
Sorry, folks.
Is,
put this up.
Well, I might do, even though this is on the BodySlams, the Breakfast and Body Slam show.
Yeah.
I might take just from when she came on and to the end of it, and add it as a Thursday Night Slam special, like just an add-on pre-recorded, because it's because we didn't have one this week, and I know we ain't got one next week. I know we ain't got one, so I might just add this as a.
Your audio's cutting out a lot, man.
I'm sorry. Better?
It sounds like a little bit robotic at times, and then it cuts out.
Okay.
It's okay. We're getting out of here anyway. But it's
Yep.
It's only been the last few seconds that happened.
Okay. Well, let's end this thing then, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we want to thank Awesome Kong for coming on and joining us. Thank you to Joey Image for hooking us up with that. Thanks to T that was here, and Mikey as well. Big shout out to Dennis. He couldn't be here with us today. Shout out to everyone at Devereaux Sports and the crew. Follow us, BodySlamsPodcast.com. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification button. Find out when we are live. As well, if you like any of our merchandise, go on there and check out our pod shop. You won't be disappointed. Everything is, all designs are created in-house, but we have a third party who makes it and ships it out to you. So when you buy it, it'll be shipped directly to your location, and all proceeds will go to keeping this show alive. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Chio. That's on the other side. That's Joey. And you're watching the BodySlams podcast. Thank you, and I hope to see you next week as me and Joseph. And wait, matter of fact, next week is our 1-year anniversary show for Breakfast and BodySlams.
Oh yes, we will be live together.
We will be live in Ridgefield Park. I don't want to make any quite announcements right now. So I'll probably do it maybe midway through the week if we decide to do some other activities regarding our anniversary show. Who knows? We might do a 2-part series. Us in one location and some of the crew in another location at another time. So, but just stay tuned. And Joey's the king of Queens, as he's pointing to.
I don't know.
And we look forward to seeing everybody next week for our 1-year anniversary show, which we will be reviewing Pro Wrestling Magic, as well as a preview of Invictus Pro Wrestling as well. Coming live from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Like I said, I'm Chio. He's Joey. You're watching the BodySlams podcast, Breakfast and BodySlams, and we are out of here. Peace.
This is how it's gonna be. This is what you think of me. It's going down like I told you. This is how it's gonna be. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm not going anywhere. It's going down like I told you. I'll be the last man standing here. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy.